2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have. Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have. Find that you have so much. 頑張りすぎる自分に疲れてふと泣けてきた真夜中のバスルームで
Hello, hello? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I hope this works. I hope the audio is working just fine. Good morning, how's it going? Or not good morning, whatever time it may be. It is I, Blue Echo 27, and welcome back to, welcome back to another stream. It's good to be back after being away for so goddamn long, you know what I mean? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all have been having a good time so far. Hope y'all have been having a good week, a good month of June. Is it the month of June? It is the month of June. Yeah. So today we're just gonna be playing some PowerWash Simulator. You know, we're just gonna take it easy, be a bit chill. Simply because, you know, it's been a while. You know, I kind of want to ease my way into this all over again. Hey, Mr. Dispenser, how's it going? Good to see ya. It's pretty late on your end. My apologies for having a late start. But, yeah. Alright, so, I guess we're just going to jump into, what do you call it? PowerWash Simulator, and, you know, I'll just be ranting and rambling, which is exactly what I planned anyway. Alright, let me see. Give me a second. I hope the music ain't too terrible. I mean, not the music, but the mix of the sound. Do tell if the sound mixing is not that great, if it needs some fixing and stuff. Hold on. I need to look at my settings again. It's been a while. I'm gonna disable the YouTube here, since I think I have some sort of unified chat now. Cool. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, let's play. Let's play! Okay, cool. Nice. How's it going, Dispenser? Hope you've been having a good day so far and a good week. A happy Friday. TGIF, let's go. Career. What did I last wash? Oh, wait, we never finished the house, did we? No, we never did. Alright, to the house we go. I'm playing some Nintendo music, because at least Nintendo music I can kind of play without DMCA strikes necessarily, so long as I give, you know, the proper credits and stuff. That's what the website, Nintendo website says. I was gonna play, like, my other DMCA playlist, however, you know, if I had done that, then the YouTube side, the YouTube folks won't be able to hear it, so yeah, let me just move my model to the left here. There you go. All sweet. Cool. Alright. So, where were we? We were cleaning stuff. Nice. Cool. Alright, oop, let me just move my window to this side. Nice. So, yeah. We're just chilling, we're just chatting. Having a good time. So yeah, as you might have seen in the clickbait title, and yes, it is clickbait, it was going well until my job let me go until August. Oh, that sucks. Wait, let me go until August, so are you just like... does that mean you return to the same job on August? I clearly remember washing this bit of the house. Clearly not, though. And this part as well! Is it just like a corporate restructuring sort of deal? You know? Is it at least still paid, the time off? Or is it... it doesn't count as paid time off? Just, you know... We're gonna call you back when we need you sort of deal. That sucks if that's the case. Ooh, I kind of feel bad for my clickbait title now. Ugh. Yeah, wait, I forgot how to use this. Which is the strongest one? The red one is the strongest one as far... Oh yeah, it is. Okay, the music is a bit too loud on my end. Let me just lower the volume there. There you go. But yeah, ooh, what's that? Oh, that's the tab button. Okay, I'm gonna go for the second one. Right, so as you may see from the clickbait title, I'm unemployed now! Woo! Well, not really. By unemployed, I simply mean I've resigned from my job. Which is quite interesting. It was quite an interesting experience indeed. So yeah, I am currently a resigned man, a resigned robot. and technically, I'm not unemployed because I've already signed the contract for my other employer. So right now I'm in the transition phase to my new job. However, I do have 4 weeks off before I start my new job. And technically speaking, I am still employed because my last day, technically I'm required, or at least, am I obliged to do it? I think ideally I am to give a 4 weeks notice for my resignation. And technically my last day of work is the 14th of July. However, given the nature of my job, as y'all are aware, I'm currently in my days off. I am supposed to fly in, and not fly in, sorry, I'm supposed to go back to work somewhere around before the month ends. Wait, no. I'm supposed to go back to work at like the second week of July. However, by that time, I will have caught the flu. You know, so I'll have to call in sick and, you know, use sick leave because I'll have a flu by then. So yeah. Yeah, I'll return. They don't need me right now with so many people in the summer. I'm not getting paid until... oh, that sucks. You got any plans then of getting something to fill in? As a fill-in job for the main job? I've definitely cleaned this part of the house already. But yeah, that is currently my status. I do have 4 weeks off before I start my new job. And technically, at this moment, I'm still employed, but I'm just not gonna go to work because I'm gonna be sick. Flu. Flu season, you know what I mean? Yeah, what was your job? Didn't it make you leave for a whole week? So, yeah, my past job required me to leave for, go out of town for 2 weeks at a time. So yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, I guess. Given my new job, things will slightly change, but it'll be similar, but it'll be somewhat changed. So, instead of streaming for like, 4 or 3 days in a week for 2 weeks in a month, before disappearing for another 2 weeks in the same month. Hold on, I just realized something. Yeah. So before disappearing for, for 2 weeks at a month, I'll be only gone... Well, yes, I'll still be gone for 2 weeks a month. However, it won't be 2 weeks in a row. So given a month of 4 weeks, of course, let's say I'll be streaming on week 1, gone on week 2, I'll be streaming on week 3 again, and then gone on week 4. So yeah, still kind of the same schedule, except I'm just gone for a... The gap of the gaps between each stream is much smaller, I guess. We need to partition this properly. So yeah, I am a bit excited to start my. Resigning from my current job was an interesting experience because it was the first time I've ever resigned from a job. Given that this former job of mine was my very first real job, like with an actual contract and stuff. Before that, I used to just like work doing I used to do gardening work every now and then, and I'd get paid cash. That was fun while it lasted. And honestly, if I didn't get the job that I had, I was just gonna keep on doing that, a gardening job. Because I did have it lined up, that gardening job, if my application to my former job got rejected, if it hadn't worked out, I was just gonna continue doing my gardening job on an official capacity, while going to uni to take like a culinary course. That was gonna be the plan. And I'm kind of glad it turned out differently. But yeah, it was a rather interesting experience resigning from my first job. I wasn't expecting to resign 2 weeks. I wasn't expecting to resign when I did. I was expecting to resign maybe somewhere around July in itself. But things progressed faster than I expected. And yeah, I got the news that I wanted and boom. Second day into work, handed in my resignation letter, and yeah, the rest is history. I'm kind of glad that my boss and current department. I was working in a good department, unlike the previous department I was working at. And my boss is a real good boss. So he was very understanding, of why I had to leave. I think it's like, my boss is such a green flag, because the moment when he found out, through the grapevine that I was resigning, he had, he and I caught up in his office just talking about why I wanted to resign. And one of his first questions were, why are you resigning? Is it something to do with the team? Is there something we could have done better? Is there something we could do better, to keep you on our team and on the company? And, I was frank with him that, the team I was working with was fine. The department I was working with, their department was actually, the better department I've worked at. And I had very little problems with the people working there, the people I worked with over there. All it came down to really was the pay. And my boss was very understanding. He was like, yep, I understand. Our company will never be able to match whatever that other company is offering you, so it's understandable you have to leave. And yeah, no hard feelings, really. And it's quite a significant pay increase as well. I would have been a sucker not to accept the offer from my current job. It's quite funny how, like, from what I've been told, the company I work at it's pretty... compared to other similar companies of the same industry, apparently it's pretty shit, to put it politely. So you kind of get used to working in just, like, subpar conditions. You know what I mean? Like, for example, HR is nearly non-existent. Every week, there's someone new in HR because people would have left. Sort of deal. You talk to HR about getting a pay raise or updating your contract as agreed. And, it'll take them, who knows, 6 months to a year before they can even update it. It was just shitty and slow going. And you kind of get used to it. So when I was applying to my new company, every week they were pretty much giving me an update. Like, week 1, boom, you sign these, and then wait for the next week, we'll give you more updates. The second day now, a week later, exactly a week later, boom, here's some updates on your paperwork, you gotta do this, gotta do that. It was really fast. I was shocked. At that point, I felt like I was slowing down HR, you know what I mean? HR of the other company. But yeah, it should be interesting since, I'll be home much more frequently. I'll get a higher pay, which is good. And from what I heard as well, the workload is, I guess, somewhat similar from the department I used to work in. Not the past one, but the last one. However, the workload is a bit less and easier to deal with. So yeah. I'm quite excited. Everything felt like business as usual. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. I was excited, but not so much. You know what I mean? Because I was just waiting for certain things to come through. And when I finally got the email I was waiting for, that, things were good and things were all good and things were going to progress, boom. That's when the excitement came in. At that time when I got the email I wanted, confirming things were gonna go ahead, I hadn't written my resignation letter yet. So I literally wrote my resignation letter 30 minutes after receiving the email. 30 minutes because I had to process it for 30 minutes and freak out for 30 minutes and make phone calls for 30 minutes, giving updates to people who knew I was working on moving. Called my mom and dad straight up to tell them, "Hey, got a new job, by the way. I'm a quit." Because at that point I hadn't told them anything at all. Just in case things wouldn't have worked out the way I wanted it to. But yeah, it did work out, fortunately. So yeah, now I have 4 weeks of just chilling. But yeah, it was crazy because again, as I said earlier, this was my very first job, and I've been with this company for the past 4 years. Like, thinking about, like, day one. Thinking about day one of the job. You know, it feels like it was ages ago, day one. And yet, everything that's happened between day one and my last day of work, it felt like it all happened in a blink of an eye, if that makes sense. It felt like ages, yet it happened all so fast. Sheesh, look at that! Insta-clean. And I couldn't believe it. Like, that it was all happening. It sounds like everything's going swell for you, that's nice, yeah. But yeah, like, it was I'll be honest, I tried to focus on that last 2 weeks of work as much as possible, simply because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to slack around, you know, you don't want to be useless in your last 2 weeks of work. Yes, technically I've resigned, but I still kind of want to do as much as I can before I do, you know, eventually leave. So I tried to be as useful as possible, but let me tell you, it was hard. It was hard to care. It's hard enough to concentrate at work under normal circumstances, simply because the line of work I was doing for the past year, as interesting as it is, it wasn't within my realm of interest. It wasn't within my immediate sphere of interest. So, you know, like, it really just felt like a tick box. I would do things, you know, tick things off, and the moment I'm done, you know, I just wouldn't give a fuck about it anymore. So it became much harder with the fact, you know, knowing that that it was my last 2 weeks. I did as much as I can, though. But yeah, it was pretty nice. It was pretty crazy. The last few days, I was just kind of going around the office, looking at different areas, and kind of reminiscing good old times. Like, I would look at a certain thing or a certain job and think to myself, oh, I remember when I did that in 2021. Oh, I remember when I did this certain thing in 2022. X, Y, and Z were still here. Because at the department I worked in for the past 3 years, so let's say between 2020 and 2023, I was working at a certain department, and when I first rocked up to that department, right, I was still a newbie. So I wasn't, at the time, when I joined the department, I wasn't the longest serving member there. But by 2023, I was the longest serving member of that department, because everyone I worked with from 2020 were just gone. You know what I mean? It's like starting in season 1 of a show, and then by season 4, there's only one character left from season 1. I was that character from season 1. And it's unfortunate that a lot of the people I worked with left because, you know, there was just they all left for better pay elsewhere, essentially. You know, they'd ask, you know, the company, hey, can I get a pay raise? I've been working here for a year or two. Can I just get a bit of a pay raise? It ain't much. Company will be like, nope, we don't do that. And then boom, the employee would just leave. And it sucks because that's how they lost a lot of good employees. At one point during 2023, I think, or 2022, there was a turnover rate of 75%. So 75%, they lost 75% of their employees within that year. And they lost a majority of that 75% within 2 weeks, within 14 days. That's bad news for any company, if you think about it. Of course, at this point, they had recovered. They had, they had hired back enough people to replace the number of people who were lost. But it's not just about losing the number of people, you know, it's about losing a skill set. And not to say that the current team that they have is, you know, incapable, but it'll take a while. It would have taken a while, and it did take a while for the new team to reach the same level as the old team. At least the company, the department I was working with, they still have quite a ways to go to reach the levels they were at back then. So, yeah. That was kind of the #1 reason I left that department in particular. Because the people I did like working with and the people who were my mentors essentially left. And at that point I realized, you know, I will learn nothing more. Especially because the new senior, or the person who would have become the new senior of that department, I knew I wasn't going to learn anything from them at all. So yeah, that's why I decided to just jump ship to another area, another department. Yes, it's less boring, it's less interesting, but it was a lot less stressful. And I kid you not, my mental health actually massively improved the moment I moved to another department. Because the very first department I was in, as the years gone by, the workload increased, but the number of people kept decreasing, you know what I mean? People kept getting more responsibilities, but no additional compensation for it anyway. No recognition, no nothing at all. So it sucked. It really sucked the life out of you. It is the #1 reason why I went out of my way to actually see a therapist. Because the stress was just getting to me. And then boom, I moved to another department and yeah, a massive improvement in my mental well-being. And I think, unfortunately, that same department will undergo another mass exodus again. They've just recently lost 3 people. One of them actually resigned and moving on to another company. The 2 other members of the team moving on to other departments as well, because the other departments would pay more. So yeah, 3 have now bitten the dust. Another member of the team has been saying that they'll probably stay for just 6 months more before jumping ship. And another one of them, another member of that team is thinking of jumping ship as well, probably to the same ship I jumped to. So yeah. They've lost 3, they're about to lose 2 more. Massive yikes, ruh-roh. They really fumbled the bag with that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new job. There'd be quite a few familiar places there, because a lot of my former colleagues has apparently moved there too. So it'll be nice. I'll be working with my old boss again, which was cool. Me and my old boss got along pretty well. We talked about, I remember us talking about anime a lot. He's an older gentleman, so we talked about older anime. I think it was because of him that I watched Cowboy Bebop and stuff. What would be your dream job if you could have any? Good question. God, that is difficult. I'll be right back. Actually, I need to go on a potty break, so BRB. Yeah. Hello, I am back. That was a... Yep, I'm back. Okay, hold on. Where's my unmute button? Have I unmuted? I did. Hopefully the volume is okay. Nice. So, what would be your dream job if you could have any? That's interesting. Essentially, what would I like to be when I grow up? Honestly, I don't know. When I was younger, when I was in primary school, I wanted to be an artist because I really did enjoy engaging creative activities and drawing especially. I held into that dream for quite a while, and then eventually it became a bit more practical from just being an artist in general, with, you know, just an artist, into becoming like an architect, because it's like, it was drawing, but it was practical. And at the time, I was under the impression architecture paid good money. I actually don't know how much being an architect pays, but I digress. Yeah, after that, I was told that being an aeronautic engineer paid highly as well. So then, for a while, I wanted to be an aeronautic engineer. I think honestly, wait, what am I saying? Oh yeah. Then after that, come high school, I think I wanted to become to study computer science, because I found myself enjoying technology and like computer science stuff. I like programming and tech-related things. So that's kind of what I wanted early years of high school. But then I got hit by the good old imposter syndrome and feeling like I'm never going to reach my potential, despite everyone around me telling me, oh, you know, he's a gifted child. If only he would apply himself a bit more. But then I got that good old imposter syndrome, thinking, you know, that I was just a fraud, tricking everyone into thinking I'm more capable than I really am. So I started doubting myself, and I was like, maybe I'm not going to be good at computer science. Especially because as much as I liked and enjoyed programming, like with any sort of hobby or activity that I try to invest in, I'll be interested in it for like, let's say, a given period of time, like let's say several weeks, and then after those several weeks, boom, I'll lose all interest in the subject whatsoever. And at least when it comes to learning programming, I could never go beyond just learning the syntax. I guess I never really learned how to properly learn programming. So I kind of just got discouraged because of that. Then I was kind of lost, didn't know what I wanted to do. And then there was a time where I really got obsessed with a lot of with animation and cartoons. That's when I started watching like old cartoons that I watched when I was younger, but I was probably too young to really appreciate. So stuff like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, Teen Titans Go. Watched Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time. Then Legend of Korra, Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, Steven Universe. So a lot of cartoons which I really did enjoy. And as I found myself enjoying those cartoons, I thought, you know what? I'm really my interest in drawing and art got, let's say, the flame of my interest got rekindled. And so I picked up, you know, the good old sketchbook and pencil, and I started drawing again. And I really wanted to become a storyboard artist. However, by the time I kind of had that interest, I was approaching the end of, you know, my high school years. Oh, I realize I'm doxing myself the more I talk about it. Anyways, but yeah, I was approaching the end of my high school years, and so I was thinking about what I wanted to be again. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we had to start building a portfolio for, like, universities and stuff. You know, we got to start applying. Got to show them universities that, you know, we're the student that they want. It's kind of like applying for a job sort of thing, I guess. So I started seriously reconsidering what I wanted to be, because I did realize that I could become an artist, I guess, if I wanted to, but I'll probably struggle financially. And I just wasn't willing to take that risk. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. And then I went for like I went for something more practical, I guess, when it came to university. I think I've digressed a bit too much, kind of sidetracked. But I guess if I were to choose any sort of dream job or career, it's whatever dream job that would allow me to live a peaceful life. I think to me at this point, a job is simply a means to an end rather than an end to itself. You know what I mean? I'll do my current job, I'll work, you know, I'll do the work simply because it allows me to do the things that I really want. It's like my current job. I can't say it's my dream job. I would have never thought, honestly, I would have never thought that this would be the career path I followed. However, it does allow me to live a somewhat comfortable life. And it does allow me to pursue certain hobbies and interests like video games and streaming. So to me, it's worth it. Not because I really like or love the job, but because it allows me to live a life of peace. I still have a long way to go before I reach that ideal peace. But, you know, I'm getting there, ever so slowly, one step at a time. If I were to do something as a job, though, as a career out of passion, I feel like it would be something academic. Honestly, if I could go back to university again and just learn whatever I wanted to without thinking of thinking about the career I could make out of it, without thinking about how much money I could make out of it, I'd probably go for a linguistics degree. Simply because that's really where my passion lies. If not that, I'd get a history degree. But that is, you know, that's way too ideal. Maybe not now, maybe in the future, 10 years from now. For now, I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing. I'm just gonna play it safe. Besides, doing that as a job is a secondary goal anyway. It's a secondary priority. My first priority is really just establishing stability, settling down somewhere, and yeah, just building a peaceful existence, a peaceful life. What the fuck is that sound that I heard? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, never mind. Maybe streaming. Streaming as a career or a job would be nice as well. Kind of. I do really enjoy streaming as a hobby. And honestly, if I could pour in more hours into streaming, I would. However, again, I am quite constrained by time. But then again, it's not entirely terrible doing streaming as a hobby rather than a job. I think because I stream as a hobby, there's less pressure. When I stream, I have the freedom to do what I want without, you know, chasing the affiliate, chasing the sponsors, and all that. I have more freedom to experiment with streaming simply because, again, it's a hobby, not an actual job. Less pressure to make a buck out of it quickly. If I could do anything, I'd want to be a philosopher or a historian, though probably impossible due to student loan. Hell, that would ruin my life in debt. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. And, well, yeah, that's exactly the same reason why. As much as I would like to go in a career of... probably an academic career, I'm probably not going to do it anytime soon. And then again, I'm probably just idealizing an academic career anyway. I guess a part of me still romanticizes it. You know, a life spent studying the topic of your interest, the topic of your choice. But it's probably not as ideal as I think it is. You know, there's still those research papers you kind of want to publish, trying to get grants for the research you want to do. I guess there's pros and cons to everything. Being a museum curator, though, I guess is a middle ground between studying history and still being able to do something out of your love for history. But then again, I have very little clue of a very little idea of what a museum curator does. Yeah, but student debt, ain't it a bitch? Ain't it a pain in the ass? I was lucky enough with my current employment, my current career as well, that technically, so one of the reasons I went into my current line of work was the company was willing to pay for our education while at the same time working our current jobs. So we were essentially working and studying at the same time. If it weren't for that, I honestly probably might not have taken it. And again, I feel like that's kind of, that has fed into that imposter syndrome that I had. You know? Because, you know, the education I received was paid for by the company while I was working for the company. It's not really a job that I kind of went out of my way to look for. My mom literally just found an ad for it online and encouraged me to apply. So I feel like I only got the job that I got out of luck, not because I necessarily deserved it. But then again, I've been told by my colleagues that, you know what, like, that I do pretty well in the job at least. You know, if I can't trust myself or believe in myself, I can at least believe in them who believes in me. You know what I mean? But yeah, for the longest time, I felt like almost like guilty for having the job I had. Again, because I felt like, I'm not even really good at my job, yet somehow I ended up in a position of some importance in the job. But at this point, I learned that, yeah, I learned to trust at least the people I work with. And if they think I'm capable, then I probably somewhat am. And at this point, it doesn't really matter if I do deserve the position or not. I do like the position, I do want the position, and at this point, that's all that matters. I think that's what I told myself, to not feel guilty about getting the new job. Because when I got it, I honestly couldn't believe it, because I was so convinced I wasn't going to get it anyway. It's kind of the reason I wasn't applying for jobs for a long time. Because I knew I had certain limitations in terms of skill and qualifications. Like actual technical qualifications. I have the experience, yes, but not the qualifications. And I applied for a similar role in another company before too. Couldn't get it because apparently I was asking for a bit too much. I talked to a recruiter whose job was to, you know, to help me get certain jobs. Because if they got me a job, then technically they get a payment from the company they recruited for. So they will, what were they called? They were called headhunters informally. They're essentially hunting for employees for certain jobs, and if they got it, they got a bonus from the company who's looking to fill in that position. I went through that process as well, and even going through that process. Hey, thank you for the follow there. Hello, hello, fellow bot. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Welcome, fellow bot. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been having a good day. Lumen AU. Ooh, AU. I suppose that means Australia as well. No need to dox yourself, of course. I just suppose it is. I'm gonna assume it is. Darn tootin'. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been having a good time. Hope you've been having a good day. But yeah, I went through that whole process of hiring. I didn't even hire the headhunter technically. I don't know how they work. I think they technically get paid per successful commission. So yeah, I went through, talked to a headhunter who was looking for jobs for me. But then again, they pretty much told me straight up that it was going to be harder simply because I lacked certain qualifications. So that was kind of discouraging. So I just stopped applying for new jobs for months. It wasn't until one fateful day, when one of my former coworkers, who I've been working with since 2020, we essentially got the job together. We filled in the same role together. We were in the same job since 2020, you know? And of the original people who got hired, there were 10 of us who got hired for that position. Only 2 of us were left. Of course, only 3 of us were left. Of course, we moved on to different positions within the company, but only 3 of the original 10 were still in the company. Yeah, he applied for the same role, and he was like, you know what, bro, try applying for this. And, you know, just a shot in the dark, I did. And fast forward, like, 3 months later, here I am. I got the job, and I'm going to be starting there in 4 weeks. I kind of feel bad because we both applied for the same role, but I got it. But I don't think there's any hard feelings for the both of us. When I got the job, I did tell him straight up that, oh, I actually got the job. And he told me he didn't get the job simply because I felt like I owed it to him. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have applied at all. But there's no hard feelings between us anyway. We still kind of joke around about it. He keeps telling me, you stole the job from me. And I'm like, what can I say? I'm just that good. But on the bright side, he did apply for another role in that. I think it helped that our old senior was working in that same company we applied for. That definitely helped with the application process and stuff. So he's applying for another role within that company. I will say, though, I think one of the things I learned in the past 4 years is that sometimes it's really about who you know rather than what you know or what you can do. Yes, your skills can help, but knowing someone helps a lot as well. Like, a lot. I'm not much of a social butterfly or a social robot myself. You know, I kind of mind my own business, do my job, and then get out of everyone's way as much as possible. However, knowing the right people actually helped. Which, again, kind of feeds into my imposter syndrome, but that doesn't really matter at this point. A job's a job. In this economy, any sort of job helps. I got bills to pay. Bills ain't gonna pay themselves. But yeah, it actually pays to be somewhat social at work. And it helps, like, it's really helpful to build that bond at work. Because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with shitty management, you know, when your managers are having a dick-swinging ego contest, it's you people who are below upper management, you know? You got each other's backs. That's what matters in the end of the day. You all encourage each other to, you know, to apply to some other job that we deserve better than what we're dealing with. Yeah, it's just that worker solidarity. Oof, don't let corporate hear you say those words. Worker solidarity? Unionization? We couldn't have unionized anyway, probably. I think people were too afraid. Which sucks, that's the state of things. But yeah. Oh well. Slowly and surely, we're all getting out of there, of that hellhole. Good thing there's no such thing as NDAs in that industry. Or non-compete clauses. I don't think non-compete clauses are much of a thing in Australia. Not really sure. Because screw non-compete clauses. Me and my homies hate non-compete clauses. This is terrible! There's still stains! We do have them in some industries. Ah. I guess in the creative industries it would apply more, maybe the tech industry as well, because, you know, you got them, I guess patents and stuff. That sucks. You couldn't unionize, maybe you could try that in your job. I'm not gonna... I'm still way too afraid to do that. I'm quite in a precarious situation. Plus, I think the new company is doing a good job of preventing that because they actually pay everyone really, really well. How is there stains here? It's annoying. Okay. Maybe someday. Maybe in a few years from now. When I'm, you know, I'm a bit more settled down. When I'm in a bit more of a stable situation, then boom. Maybe. I don't know. I feel I will probably stay at my current job, though, for quite a while. The pay makes it really worth it. In case you're unaware, pressing C puts you in A mode. Oh, yes, I forgot about that! Ah! Oh my god, I've totally forgot about that. Thank you. It has been ages since I played this game. But yeah. You know, the only good thing about the former company I worked for was Golf Day. Every year they have a charity golf day, and the great thing about charity golf day is free piss. And by free piss, I mean free alcohol. The company pays for everything, and you and your homies can just play golf. Get shit-faced while playing golf. Which is exactly what I'll be doing within the next 4 or 6 weeks. Because technically speaking, I'm still employed by that same company. I'm just not gonna go back. You know, because sick leave. So yeah, free golf. I'm gonna just free golf and free alcohol. I think me and my mates are going to do golf day with a bit of a theme this year. So we're gonna be dressing up as pirates. Yar, we be the putt pirates. P-U-T-T pirates. And I already bought my pirate costume, which just arrived a few days ago. Let me the pirate costume looks pretty okay, you know? It's just your standard costume. Your standard Halloween pirate costume. It is a bit hot, though. So it's gonna be... I can only imagine how hot it's gonna be during golf day itself. Playing in the middle of the day while wearing the costume. Sheesh! I did try it on earlier, the costume, and the undergarments of the costume, you know, like imagine like Captain Hook. He has like a white shirt underneath his like red overalls or jacket. So I was expecting that to be long sleeved, but when I opened the costume bag, it was like a crop top. It went just above my belly button. That's where it cut off. And second, it's like it had no sleeves. Which I guess they kind of did for comfort. But wearing it, I was like, damn, I feel like I'm a stripper wearing this. You know, a bit AO. But it's gonna be fun. She'll be right. Again, you know, it is for charity. For the Children's Hospital. A fundraiser for that. People bid on the craziest things. One of the things people bet on are golf carts, so that they can do the entire course with golf carts. People go crazy with the betting. Some people bet like 2 or 3 grand for golf carts, whereas me and my buddies just bet later on when the carts are down to like 500 to 200, and then we split it 5-way. We were lucky last year, actually, because last year we did golf day. We bid for a cart. I think it was 500. We split 5-way. And then by the end of the bidding, when everyone was, you know, going to go play golf, what am I saying? What am I thinking of? Oh, golf day, yes. There was one golf cart that they forgot to bid on. And so, last minute, one of the people there were like, hey, who wants this golf cart? $50 only. So me and a mate of mine looked each other in the eye, were like, yep, we're getting it. Split it halfway between the both of us. Boom. We got 2 carts. Even the managers and superintendents only stuck with 1 cart. And here we are, us plebs with 2 carts. But golf day is fun because, you know, again, people just let their hair down, metaphorically. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a superintendent or a boss. People will get shit-faced drunk. At one point, one of the superintendents pretty much rode a golf cart, and it went a bit too fast, so he kind of did a flip and tripped and fell over. He thought no one saw, but quite a few people saw him. That was pretty funny. So yeah, you know, one last golf day. I'm gonna milk the company out of that. I'm gonna go to 2 golf days. I was gonna go to just the 1, but then me and my mate realized, oh, we're actually gonna be free for the first one. So we might as well go to the first one as well. Of course, we're only gonna dress up as pirates for the second one. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. We're hoping to make it to the company memorandum, hopefully. Oh yeah, aim mode. That's gonna be funny as well if both of us eventually become ex-employees, and yet we're both featured in the company memorandum. That's just gonna be the funniest shit. Oop, where's my red nozzle? Funnily enough, just before stream, I was actually watching a few reels on power washing. The guy was kind of doing the same thing I was doing, like, well, not right now, but where he was partitioning things before cleaning each partition. Now, how exactly I ended up in the PowerWash Simulator side of the YouTube Shorts, I have no idea. Probably because I was watching a bunch of horseshoe cleaning reels, or sorry, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels as well, of horseshoe cleaning. Dude, horseshoe cleaning is so satisfying to watch. I will honestly pick that up as a hobby if I could. My favorite part of horseshoe cleaning is when they use these plier-looking things to kind of trim the nails or the horseshoe. Or I guess they're not the horseshoe itself, but the nails of the horse. Because I think the first step, generally the first step seems to be scraping, or besides removing the horseshoe itself, it's actually scraping like the overgrown parts off, and ooh, hey, look, there's vandalism, and scraping off the dirt. The second part is actually using the pliers to trim the toenail, and that's my favorite part. Sometimes, like, the cleaning itself includes some sort of disinfectant, especially if there's, let's say, whatever animal, let's say a bovine or a donkey or horse, steps on a nail and it goes far too way inside their foot, then, you know, there's a bit of pus coming out, and then you can kind of see the, let's say, technician scrape the toenail until they can reach the bottom of it and then pull out the nail and disinfect it. It's so satisfying. And you can kind of see the animal just instantly become comfortable. Okay, we're almost done with this house. God damn it. It's always the last, like, what, 5% that's a bit annoying? But, you know, it is what it is. It's the nature of the job. It's crazy how you went from talking about work to golf to horseshoes and nail cleaning. Well, we play parkour here. But yeah, I highly recommend those reels. Very satisfying. a master storyteller. It's kind of funny how conversations work that way, though, you know? You start off with one topic, and then an hour later, you're like, oh, how did we end up with this sort of topic? You know what I mean? Ah, but power washing is so satisfying, though. If I were to put them in a tier list, though, I'd say S tier would be... Wait, what am I saying? Oh yeah, S tier would be horseshoe cleaning in terms of satisfaction. Number 2 would be power washing. Number 3 would be window cleaning. That's pretty good. There's a video on YouTube with like several million views. It's a guy who does the window cleaning with the S method. Essentially, he uses a squeegee. So he uses the soapy side of the squeegee to do this. And then with the drying side of the squeegee, does that again. Ah, it's so cool. Master technique. Truly a master of the arts of his craft. Wait, where's the thing? They should make a puzzle game about using the right topics in order in a conversation to get a desired pattern. Ooh! That could be like a puzzle sort of thing. I love puzzles. Give me them puzzles. I can play them all week. Like Portal, Surgeon Simulator 2, Minesweeper. Well, that's not much of a puzzle, but it's still pretty fun. Did you know that there are like many variations of Minesweeper? There's even a hexadecimal version of Minesweeper, which is honestly my favorite, just because it's easier, and hexagon is the bestagon. Love lawn mowing time lapses. Oh, you would have loved Lawn Mowing Simulator. I should have played Lawn Mowing Simulator. I actually was gonna play Lawn Mowing Simulator. It was in sale, so I put it in my shopping cart on my cart. But did I just say shopping cart? Boomer moment. I put it in my cart, but then I forgot about it. So the sale has passed, so I never bought it. Wait, did I buy it? Wait, I might have bought it. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Let me check my Steam. Wait, actually, I don't know if I bought it. No, I didn't buy it. I bought Dishwashing Simulator. Sorry, it was a different simulator I bought. Dishwashing Simulator. Interestingly, Dishwashing Simulator is a horror game, which is why I bought it. Because it's 2-in-1. It's a simulator and a horror game. I love simulators. Not much horror games, but, you know, they're kind of fun. I don't enjoy the horror aspect of it, but it is kind of fun and funny. Are you excited for the Steam Summer Sale? I am. I just realized it today when I opened my Steam store. Don't know if I'm gonna buy any more games though. I have a full library. My Steam library is like my actual bookshelf, full of books I've never read. In this case, a lot of games I've never played. But it is a good opportunity to acquire games for cheap, especially if it's the games I want. Hopefully they have Persona on sale, though I highly doubt it. A lot of them JRPG games, if they go on sale, it's only like $10 or $20 off. Like, I think, was it Yakuza? From $90 it went down to $80, which ain't a lot. I really wanted to buy Ghost of Tsushima as well, but that's still straight up $94. So, not within my budget. Oh, speaking of budget, I actually... what do you call it? I remade my master Excel sheet, which I used to plan like my daily schedule, or rather my weekly/daily schedule and my stream schedule as well. It's pretty good. It has like a custom formatting and stuff. Fuck, my memory just lagged there. Yeah, it has custom formatting and custom color codes and legends. I'm really proud of that Excel sheet. There is still one more Excel sheet I kind of want to work on, which I'm thinking of streaming, just because, you know, it's killing two birds with one stone. One, I'm streaming. Two, I'm making an Excel sheet. I'm trying to rework my monthly budget Excel sheet. The one I'm working, it's fine. However, my only issue is it's only effective for the given month, and I have to renew it every month. I want to make a master, let's say, budget sheet that I could use for the whole year, and yet it would still allow me to do monthly tracking of my budget. You know what I mean? So essentially expand the scope of my current sheet. However, I feel like it'll be easier to just start from scratch, Because I'm actually thinking of making an actual scope of works for this, like an actual scope of a plan. You know, of what sheets to make, of what exactly I need to track down, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking of making a stream of that. I just don't know. I just haven't figured out when yet. Wait, what am I cleaning? Am I cleaning? Wait, yeah, of course I am. What type of question is that? Okay. Speaking of Excel as well, did you know there's like Excel speedrunning, a Microsoft Excel obstacle course? There's this guy whose YouTube shorts I've been watching for quite a while. He essentially makes a keyboard-only obstacle course for Excel, and then he tries to play it, and then he tries to do the obstacle course. I think recently he did a level 2 of a certain of the obstacle course, and his record is currently 34 seconds. So I want to stream that as well. Essentially me training to beat the world record. Technically it's a world record because I don't think there's much of a competitive scene yet. So if I can claim the record early, then haha, I can claim that I hold a record. Big brain. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I love Excel sheets. I dislike Excel sheets. Well, I used to dislike Excel sheets a bit more, but I think I've grown to love them simply because I had to use them for so long. And there was a time, for a solid year in my company, I essentially spent a majority of my time fixing broken Excel sheets. Because whoever made it coded the macros in a fucking shit manner, to put it in a very polite way. So I essentially learned how to read formulas, how to read those VBA macros. Had to fix a lot of them. You know, essentially learning through trial and error, learning through troubleshooting. But if I were to make my current Excel sheet, though, for my budget, I probably wouldn't include macros, simply because macros, one, will make it more complex than it needs to be. Two, macros are code, and technically, some machines do restrict the use of macros. So the safest and most, I guess, the most machine-friendly way of making an Excel sheet is simply to have no macros. It guarantees that it works for every machine. Where else do I need to clean this house? 96%. Where is the missing 4? Oh, the front porch. Speaking of porch, I was supposed to go to my mate's house today. He was working on his porch, so he hired a digger, an excavator. I think it's a small Komatsu excavator. He did invite me to his place, but I just never got around to it, simply because I was busy throughout the day. He did say he was going to pick me up, though, but that never came to fruition, which sucks. I would have liked to go, because I would have had the chance to use an excavator. Who would pass on the chance of using an excavator, you know what I mean? No one! That would be silly. That's actually one of my goals this year, well, not necessarily to use an excavator, but I want to get my forklift certification for no reason at all except to say that I'm forklift certified. Imagine being forklift certified. Instant street cred. I think it cost, last time I looked it up, it cost around $700 or something for a 2-day lesson until you get your ticket. I think, I don't remember. Plus, you never know. You never know when you actually need to you know, to drive a forklift. Do you drive a forklift or operate a forklift? I guess it's better to say operate, because it's not like an actual car you drive. You know, do you drive an excavator or do you operate an excavator? You operate it. So, yeah. Okay, anyways. I need to buy a new nozzle, chat. My nozzles suck. Especially this one. Range and spread are good. Strength, terrible. Oh, you know what I discovered yesterday? It's funny because I've been streaming for a year, but I only discovered it yesterday. You can have like Twitch extensions and add-ons as a streamer. I was like, what? So I added a few add-ons yesterday, like for sound alerts, for 1, 2, like stream bingo, which will be pretty funny. And then another one is like, I don't remember. What did I get? I had a third one. It was sound alerts. Oh, actually, no, I don't remember. But it's crazy. I never realized I could have add-ons. So yeah, like, I don't know how they work necessarily, though. Like, when I was adding those add-ons, adding the add-ons, it was like, oh, do you want to add it as overlay 1 or component 1? I have no idea. I don't know the difference between both. I kind of just randomly guessed. Even like the Stream Elements store, for the life of me, for a good year, I couldn't figure out why, 1, I could claim items in the store, like, for example, exclamation point TTS. However, if you like open the actual store page, the link, like in a browser, it would say no available items. But apparently it's because I didn't tick a box that says make it available online as well. It took me a good year to figure that out. A good year. I may be a robot, but I ain't the sharpest robot in the shed. Again, I guess I've been given human-level intellects. Sorry to diss on you humans. But then again, it's kind of like that, you know the joke, why was 6 afraid of 7? I heard that joke when I was a child, when I was a kid, I think in a cartoon, probably Dexter's Laboratory. And then growing up, I never really understood the joke. I thought the punchline was, oh, it's because 7, 8, 9 are saying it in sequence from smallest to largest, I guess. But that never really made sense to me. So for years, that's been like... So for years, the joke has been unfunny to me. Not because, you know, it's like, haha, the punchline is so obvious, everyone knows it. But simply because I couldn't get it. It wasn't until I was in high school one day, like I was in a bus, going to school, just, you know, looking out the window, and I thought about the joke. And then that's when it hit me. Oh, it's wordplay. 7, 8, 9, not the number 8. It's like 8, ATE. And I was like, ah, oh, that would have been nice to know, like when like years ago. Oop, lag spike. Oop, okay. 97%, three more to go. So, you know, sometimes, you know, punchlines, they ain't, and wordplay, they ain't my forte. And yet it's kind of ironic that I like poetry anyway. Hey, that was a rhyme, eh? I'm no expert in poetry, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy a good poem. Like Edgar Allan's Poe's Annabelle Lee. Classic. Very gothic. I love it. The Raven as well. Classic. Emily Dickinson's If I Could say... what was it? If I could save... If I could help a robin or something? Or if I could save one heart from aching or breaking? One of my favorite poems as well. I don't quite understand modern poetry, I'll be honest. Some of them I kind of get. I think a lot of them are more, I guess, free verse or prose-like. They're not necessarily restricted to rhyming. Which I guess is a bit... I don't know, I prefer my poems to somewhat rhyme. It's kind of like... It's kind of why I never really enjoyed or really got when Charles Bukowski... Is that how you say his name? Charles Bukowski poems? Like, I get what they're trying to say, but it just never really hits the same. Because I'm expecting a rhyme. Because my brain's like, ooh, give me a rhyme. You know? Give me that Dr. Seuss rhyming scheme. But then again, some of them are quite enjoyable. I'd say some, you know, like the poems of Savannah Brown, a modern poet. Her poems are pretty good. Oh, I need to crack my wrist. That feels good. Oh, that feels great. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, Savannah Brown poems are pretty good. I think the only book of poems I've ever gotten was a book of poems by Savannah Brown, and they were pretty good. I think I gave it to my mom as well after I was done reading it because I knew she was gonna like it. Oh, that was the other extension. I just remembered now. Thank God I took notes of it yesterday. There is a way for me to make polls now because I can't make polls on like by default, like with the default polling thing of Twitch. I can't figure it out. It doesn't work. Maybe because I'm not an affiliate. But there was an extension for it, which is why I was like really ecstatic when I discovered extensions because I was like, oh, I'm no longer limited to just not being able to do things, you know? Because you either need affiliate to do certain things, or if you go for Stream Elements, you still need to pay a premium, I think a membership or something. Unlike Stream Elements, which is kind of free. Thank you, past me, for taking notes. Surely we're almost done. Oh my lord, okay. I need to focus. I know me and Focus don't get along too much. You know, we've got a love-hate relationship, but I gotta try my best. You know, it is what it is. Well, it does help that I actually drank an energy drink today. So I can actually focus on things. I don't often try to drink energy drinks, otherwise I'm just gonna keep on drinking them regularly. I do drink a lot of coffee though, simply because I feel like coffee just helps me, one, concentrate, and two, I don't feel hyperactive whenever I drink coffee. I just drink coffee and I feel normal, if that makes sense. Like, I need coffee to bring me back to baseline normal, and then I drink more coffee just so I can concentrate a bit better. Like, without coffee, my brain is just all over the place. You know, unable to finish any task, jumping from task A to task B, then jumping to task C, then jumping to task D, then remembering, oh, I forgot to finish task C, so I jump to task C again. And as I finish task C, I've forgotten about A and B, so I jump back to task D, and then I finish task D, and it's like, oh, wait, I need to finish A and B. And then, you know, that sort of jazz. And I did try, like, going cold turkey on the caffeine and the coffee. It makes no difference, because the only difference it makes is that I need less coffee, I guess. Well, not really, not even. I think if I stop drinking coffee, it's just absolute anarchy. Absolutely, you know, no structure. Doing whatever I feel. Doing whatever just occurs to my brain, like, I'll do this, I'll do that. Never doing the things I really need to do. Hence, coffee is love, coffee is life. Just today, I had like 2 cups of coffee, which each cup is like a double espresso. Sorry, it's like 2 cups is 4 espressos. Because I like my coffee strong. It isn't a lot, especially if you're used to drinking a lot of coffee anyway. And then my 3rd cup of coffee is this coffee called Kopi Liong, which is a specialty of Bogor, Indonesia. What I did find, you know what's interesting about Indonesian coffee in general? At least 2 of the coffee types or coffee brands I got, is that it's really like, it has a lot of not granules, it's really powdery. So so there's 2 types of branded coffee I tried there. One was called Kapal Api, which is like a ship or something, but literally it means Kapal Api, like ship of fire. And then the other one is called Kopi Liong. This, what unites the 2 is that, so you put your coffee powder in a cup, you put boiling water, and then you mix it, and then you don't drink it immediately because there's just a lot of powdery granules, and you wait for it to settle down, and then you drink the coffee, which I found kind of strange. I don't know why, That's the coffee that became popular there. I'd be interested to know the history of, you know, the development of coffee and how it became popular in Indonesia. But that's just what I've observed. Another Indonesian coffee I've tried was kopi luwak, which is, you know, that coffee that animal poops out. I'll tell you right now, for the curious mind out there, it tastes just like regular coffee. Good thing conversion to like Indonesian currency is pretty good, Australian currency to Indonesian currency. So we got it pretty cheap, kopi luwak. However, it tastes just like regular coffee. So, you know, if you're really interested in it, go ahead, but don't expect to be wowed or amazed. I guess the novelty out of it is knowing it came from an animal. You know, haha, hee hee, I drank shit coffee. But, you know, it's just coffee. It does make me wonder why it's expensive. Oh, I know why it's expensive. Because it's... the rate of production is quite low. Because they gotta wait for, you know, the animal to eat it, digest it, and poop it out. And the animal can only eat some, you know, a given amount of coffee beans at a time. Where is the ladder? Why did it disappear on me? Chat, did we just lose your ladder? Oh, how the huh? I have no idea how I did that. Where's the footstool? Hopefully the music and audio mix ain't too bad. I suppose it isn't. Because so far, no complaints about it, which is good. Good thing I didn't... Wait, why am I putting it here? It should be here. Good thing I didn't really change too much of my settings before I left. Oh, fuck. I think we're fucked. Shit. Is there a way to reset the ladder? I have no idea. I have no clue. Ball. Okay, we need to get the ladder somehow. I have no idea what playlist I'm even playing, if it's still the same playlist. Probably not. Oh well. Jump here. Jump here. 1, 2, 3, jump! Is it... It's surely not F. Is it F? It is F. To jump. Ah. You can probably grab the ladder from a distance, mayhaps. Perhaps. It's actually... Did you know it's actually mayhap? That was the actual historical word, not mayhaps. But saying mayhap alone without the S feels incomplete. But anyways, who am I to judge? Okay, let's get this. 2, 3. Damn it! Okay, I'm just gonna wash this. Oh, idea! I have an idea. Hold on before I do something I regret. Just gonna go career mode. I'm gonna go quit. There you go. And then... Oh, I accidentally left the game! That's... Ah! I meant quit level. Oh, damn it. Oh, I switched screens by mistake as well. Okay, hold on. Professional streamer, by the way. Haha, actually, no, I'm a hobbyist streamer. Okay, we're back. Oh, and if you notice as well, there's something new with the chat system. So, because I discovered this while I was watching another stream. If it's with Restream, if you enable a certain bot, it will transfer the messages between each platform. That way, it makes it, I guess, easier to facilitate the chatting between both demographics, which is cool. It's amazing, you know, the things people can do. Okay, now I can turn off this box. Box! Just the box. Surely. There it is. Haha. Big brain. Giga Chad. 5 head. Okay. I do need... technology. Am I right? Well, it helps that I'm a robot. I am technology myself. From the moment I discovered the weakness of flesh, I was something. Technically, I never had flesh, but still. Oh, from the moment I discovered the weakness of flesh, I was disgusted. Or however the line goes in 40k Adeptus Mechanicus. I think we're almost done. It's literally this wall. So let's do the good old partition method. There you go. Okay. And then let's clean it up. Nice. Wait, I can do this. The aim mode. Nothing but a good sunny day while power washing a house. Too many nooks and crannies, though. It ain't as bad as the the playground, however, which is good. Sheesh. Let's clean this up. Oh! There was another thing I wanted to talk about. KFC recently had this thing where it's like a reverse burger, and by reverse burger I mean instead of, a burger has 2 buns with meat in the middle. Or I guess a chicken sandwich for some people because it's KFC. However, the concept is reversed here. You got 2 zinger chickens as the bun, and in the middle, instead of a bun, you got bacon and cheese. It was pretty good. I'll give it a good 7 out of 7. I can't complain. I was really looking forward to that. One of the reasons I was really keen on getting back home from work, because I wanted to try that out, and I did. And that's pretty much my fast food limit for the month. I try to just eat fast food once a month, because I don't want to build a habit of eating fast food. I did make myself, cook myself a certain dish today. There was this Instagram reel. I've been feeding my Instagram algorithm a lot of Instagram reels about recipes and stuff, like low calorie, high protein, and easy to cook meals. One of the meals I found was a Cajun style chicken dish. So I recently made that. Ingredients were quite easy to source. Cajun seasoning, garlic powder or garlic itself, shallots, onion powders, smoked paprika, salt, sweet peppers or capsicum. That's all I can remember from the ingredients. It was rather easy to gather all of it. And yeah, you prepare the chicken, you put from the moment I discovered the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I crave the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Have you ever played grand strategy games? Given the capitalization of the G and S, I assume that is a proper name for a series, grand strategy games. If so, I haven't. What would be an example, if I may ask, of a grand strategy game? I haven't played many. I've played Civ 5, a bit of Civ 6, barely though, and a bunch of Red Alert 2. Those are the strategy games I've invested a lot of time in, especially Red Alert 2. That was my go-to game in our old ThinkPad back in the day. There's another wall, to clean. Okay, let's get down. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the dish. So you get chicken, you put some paprika, Cajun seasoning, some garlic powder, onion powder as well. Mix all of that, and then you pan fry it till it's, it's a bit charred. You take that out, you put your shallots, garlic cloves crushed and sliced and diced, and then your capsicum diced and sliced as well. You put some paprika and Cajun powder as well. Cook that ever so slightly. Put in some I already mentioned the garlic. Put in some chicken stock and some cream. The recipe required single cream. I have no idea what single cream is. So I just used thick cream. Boom, you've got the sauce, and then you put in your chicken once again. You let it simmer there, throw in a bunch of cherry tomatoes and 2 limes. Boom. I've got to say, though, the lime, I understand why they put the lime. Ugh, it just... The aroma and the flavor with the lime, oh, amazing. I mainly played grand strategy games from Paradox Interactive. I looked at maps for so long, I started seeing nations shaped in the clouds all the time. Ah, those type of strategy games. Those one more turn, quote-unquote, sort of games. Yeah, Civ 5 is probably the only grand strategy I've played. I feel like I can play those games, however, they just require a lot of hours. And it depends. If I happen to be obsessed with those certain games at that given time, then I will play those games for several hours at a time. If, however, I'm not, which is most of the time, I'm interested in it, but not obsessed with it, then I don't really play it. Besides, I feel like these days I kind of want to play games that are easy to learn and master. However, I wouldn't mind, like, I wouldn't really mind spending a lot of time in certain games if I like it enough. Like Factorio. I feel like Factorio, I do enjoy Factorio. I have thought of streaming it multiple times. But it'll essentially me just doing a lot of, because I'll just be thinking about making the factory more efficient, you know? The factory must grow. It's kind of, I am interested in playing a lot more of those engineering / nerdy type games. Hence, I bought this other game called TIS 100, TIS 100, which is a game based on the basic programming language. It's a bunch of, from what I heard, it's an open-ended puzzle game with some sort of ending. I don't know what the ending is, though, but yeah, you just solve a bunch of basic programs. I couldn't get into Civilization. The turns are too slow. I prefer real time. Yeah. I think Civilization is that game that I enjoy it the most when I play it with friends, and we essentially just use Civilization as a means of catching up. Like, we're gonna play Civilization so we have something to do while chatting. You know, I feel like sometimes when catching up with people, sometimes it's nice to do an activity while catching up, like playing golf while catching up, eating chips while catching up, walking through the park while catching up. You know, just some activity to do while catching up. And that, to me, is Civilization 5. I'd play it with 2 of my friends who are into grand strategy games as well. And we pretty much take the opportunity to just... Yes, we chat about the game, but we also chat just about life in general and catch up. Because it's just one of those games, especially, you know, you invest in your turn, and then while waiting for the other guy to finish his turn, you know, you just talk shit. It's definitely one of those chill games. But yeah, I like fast games. I like fast-paced games and quick-to-learn games these days. And I like games that don't have a lot of grind, which is why I like playing a lot of single-player games. I've always enjoyed single-player games, even games of rather simpler objectives. When I was younger, like games like Crash Bandicoot and stuff. Those type of platformers, I love it because it's just, there is one goal. Platform. Jump to the end. And I do enjoy those. Because they give you instant gratification, which I do enjoy. I think when I was younger, I had more time to devote to RPG games like Dragon Age Origins or Skyrim and stuff. However, I feel like these days I wouldn't play those games anymore. Even a game like, let's say, The Witcher 3, I feel like as much as I would enjoy it, it's a game that I feel like would just take way too long. I guess you play it for the story, really. But if I were to play The Witcher 3, I feel like I'd play it offline, not on stream. It's just one of those games where I'd rather just... I feel like I'd be far too quiet and just play it through and just really absorb the story. It's a good game. I would like to play the game, but it's not a stream-friendly game. But I'll have to be... If if I'm quite to be frank, I am more of a these days I do enjoy streaming far more than gaming. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy playing video games, but I do enjoy streaming more as an activity now and as a hobby more than gaming. I do play video games as a means of streaming because I just think it's fun to play games while streaming. So hence, if it's not necessarily a stream friendly game, I'm not too interested in it. I've played TIS 100 before, though I didn't get far. I think the other Zagatronic games are fun, like Last Call BBS. Ooh, I know nothing about Last Call BBS. By the way, there seems to be a black bar on the screen. Oh, thank you. That was me blocking something. Thank you very much for pointing that out. 99%. Where is the 1%? Besides being in their yachts in Switzerland or something. Well, wait. No. Besides being in their mansions in Switzerland or yachts in international waters, where is the 1%? Okay, where is it? Seriously. The house looks spotless. Hello? 1%? I've got another tax dodging opportunity here. Show yourselves. I've got a tax loophole. I'm a tax haven. Hello? Where is it? Literally. Well, seriously, where is it? I'm tab spamming. I'm tab maxing. When do I reach the point where the game tells me, gives me a list of things to clean? You can check the to-do list. How do I do the to-do list? Wait, how do I do the to-do list? Is it J? F? K? H? You can also then click on it to highlight what it is. How do I do that? Done. Q? R? T? Y? U? I? O? Oh, that's not O. P? L? K? G? Escape? I guess. Oh, it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, is this a to-do list? Oh, I'll be honest, this is the first time I've figured out that this was a to-do list. I just skipped it. I just never read this part. Oh! Oh, thank you. Today I learned that's the to-do list. I've literally never realized. I thought it was just stats, so I just ignored it. Oh! Okay, let's see. Let's go... Now, where is that brick? Oh, wait, hold on. Thanks, chat. What would I do without any of you? I'd be stuck here. For 2 more hours. Okay, wait, I'm tracking something. What am I tracking? Bricks, 12 out of 13. Bricks? What bricks? The brick floor or the brick? This is brick. They're all... Technically. Well, those are tiles, I guess. Pavement. Okay, let's go for something easier. Let's say that's too vague. Let's go wooden trims. 9 out of 20. Where? What wooden trims? Oh, okay. I see. Ah, I see now. The error of my ways. Let's take this slow. Okay, this sucks. Okay, I need to change my nozzle. Nozzle. If you like cleaning games, you'd probably like Viscera Cleanup Detail. Ooh! Wait, have I ever played that? No, I've never played that, but yes, I know that game. You know, you pretty much clean up an entire place of blood and stuff. A lot of suspicious things going on, but you know, that's not your business to know. You're just there to clean. I like simulator games in general. They're fun. Even if I play them just once or twice, they're good fun. Oh, speaking of, fuck. What I'm about to say has nothing to do with the cleanup. I was just thinking because I'm a bit hungry. Then I was thinking about what to eat, but then I was like, do I really want to eat, or do I just need a snack? Then I realized I bought myself some Greek yogurt with some vanilla, so I'm probably gonna consume that. Anyways, yeah, I do like simulator games. Okay, let's go to this other side and clean this side of the thing. What do you call them? Wooden trims. Are these the trims, or is this something else? My vocabulary with housing stuff is quite lacking. Okay, so that's something else entirely. What the hell am I cleaning? Do you think there's more to clean up here? Perhaps. It's mostly spotless. I feel like that's done. Okay, I give up on that. Let's find wooden frames. Well, window frames, sorry. Not me not reading. Are you clean? Looks spotless here. Alright, this window is done. Perhaps it's the upper windows. Looks clean after tab spamming. Looks clean to me. Hey! Whoop! Nothing here. I'm going crazy here. I'm going insane. It's all clean. What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Maybe this one? Surely it's this one. Nothing, nothing, nothing? Damn it. Okay, how about this? Still nothing. Top left corner. You can check the name and know how dirty something... Oh, wait, really? Oh! Oh my god! I can do that! Not me literally learning how to play the game through chat. Which is, you know, on par with the classic Blue... It's a classic Blue Echo stream experience. I learned by reading chat, not through reading in-game prompts. Oh my god. Okay, it's still not 100%. Okay, let's do one by one. It also gives the material type for using specific chemicals for for power. Really? Really? Just wondering, can you or anyone help me with something? I'll PayPal you $10. Not quite sure about that, pal. I need someone to accept my invite on Temu. I'm sorry, bud, but we don't quite do that here. Besides, I don't even know what Temu is. Oh, look at this! It spins! Wait. Can I buy stuff while I'm cleaning? What? Wait, I can access the store? Hold the phone, really? Okay, not me finding out I can do this mid-clean. Cleaning liquids attached to soap. Nozzles match liquids to I can do this? Now, how do I do that? Oh, I do. Whoa. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Wait, hold on. How? No cleaner attached. How do I attach a cleaner? Oh my god, wait, I can do that! Holy! I wouldn't waste money on liquids. Better to save for more powerful power washers. Oh, I see. Maybe we can buy a power washer. We got two grand, surely. Ooh. Let's buy this. Fuck it. We're not gonna read info. We're just gonna use it. Straight up. Okay, maybe we're gonna change this. Select. Oh, look at that. Listen to that sound. Wait, we've cleaned this window, have we now? I don't think so. Okay, let's get this window clean. Let's make it sparkly. I think that's maxed out, isn't it? Wall, wood. Hold on, I am losing my mind. Okay, let's go for the gutters. Where are the gutters? Driveway edge. Nope. Thanks for subscribing there on the YouTube side of things. Okay, where is the gutter? Oh, I totally forgot about the right-click functionality. Okay, what am I looking for? Gutters. That's where your mind is. Haha, you know, get it? Because your mind's in the gutter? Oh, this is the gutter. Wait, is this the gutter? Yeah, it is. Now turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit. Turn around. Oh! Oh, it lights up! Really? Wow. Who knew? I should really chill out when it comes to talking. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fuck up my throat. You can't call me out like that. Hey, you said it. I'm just saying. I was just saying a general statement. You're the one making the claim here. Name a more iconic duo. Chat and Minds in the Gutter. Yeah, bye. Oh my god! That was so good! It's telling me it's dirty. Surely that's it, right? Surely. No? Really? Okay, let's keep cleaning. Oh, maybe behind. Let's clean the backside. Remember to always clean the backside, folks. Let's clean the wooden stuff as well. Well, we'll do that later. Don't get distracted. Okay, stand up. Stand up. Is it dirty still? 99? Okay, hold on. This is like the 80-20 rule, except it's a 99-1 rule. Most of the work goes to the 1%. Which is opposite of real life. Where the bottom 99% does most of the work. Oh, finally. Jesus. It's still saying 90... Wait, hold on. Gutters done? Driveway edges. Got it. Okay, nice. Oh, I never realized you could do that. Oh my god, I'm so happy I could. There it is. How did I miss this? Done. Okay, nice. Let's go from top to bottom. Bricks. If it shines, that's it. Find the shine. The big number is the total completion cleared. Oh, yeah, okay. Now let's find ourselves the bricks. So even I was reading that wrong. God. Skill level 0. Aura minus 10,000. Ooh, that brick. Okay. Nice. Now there's a few left. The chimney top. Let's go up. Let's do the window trims, actually. Now let's go up. Oh, what a jump. The chimney. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, fuck. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should have brought a stool with me. Maybe I should have. Okay, let's go down. Let us grab ourselves a stool. A footstool. Not a simp, that's a different footstool. You know, because, you know what I mean? Because, like, haha, the joke is they'd be willing to become footstools for, like, whoever they're simping on. Anyways, let's go. Whoop. You know what? It probably can't even stand on, like, angled surfaces, which sucks. Whoop! That sucks. Alright, plan B. Wait, maybe I can just do this? Wait, can I extend the ladder? Surely. Oh! I know. Tensai. Genius. Got it! Nice. This is the chimney, right? We are so close. I'm so glad I was reminded that I could buy just another nozzle. This nozzle is Poggers, champ. Single-handedly carrying the team here. Okay. I should jump on top. Don't fall off. Nice! Railings 2. Okay, let's keep track of railings. Boom, beam, boom. Like railings of the stairs, you mean? Surely that's what they mean. Where is the ladder? No fall damage. Thankfully. Is there anything here? Wait, railings. I totally forgot. Maybe in the back. Out the back we go. And then after this, I'm gonna grab myself some yogurt. Because I'm dying for some yogurt. No, not that railings. Probably the other railings. Okay. Let's return to original position. Oh, wait. You know what? My face tracking is probably kind of fucked right now because I haven't turned on my ring light yet. Oops. Let me just put in my light and activate said light. Just so, you know, my face is better tracked by VTube Studio. Okay, it is not turning on. Oh, there it is. Wrong button. There you go. A bit of light. A bit of light to shine your day. Okay, railings. Here we go. Here we go! Yahoo! Wahoo! Let's go! Mamma mia! Whoa, 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 whoa! damn. You never really realize how much details you miss until you've got, like, the in-game assist. Like, god damn, that's quite a lot of small stuff everywhere. And I guess the little things do build up. Okay, maybe I should have played this with a controller so it's even more relaxed. But hey, I'm already committed. Oh, fuck, that is dirty. Imagine if there's a laundry simulator or house chore simulator. Honestly, best house chore I would say is the laundry. The washing and drying part specifically, not necessarily the folding part. Easily one of the best house chores. You chug it into a washing machine, wash it, boom, and then you can just leave it alone, not think about it until you have to hang it to dry. Or if you have a dryer, just shove it in the dryer. I do like mopping though. I do really enjoy mopping. I think that it's so satisfying, like mopping the floor in a pattern. You know, like dividing everything into squares and then mopping per square, or maybe either going horizontally at a time or vertically at a time. Either going, you know, let me demonstrate. Either mopping like that and then going back to mop again. Or you can pretty much mop like this and then go back, you know what I mean? Or maybe a part, go back here, and then you go forward, do that. I hope my house never ends up as dirty as this house. Yeah. That's I've been thinking about, like, what would like the scope of works if I do, you know, one day end up owning my own house, although that's a bit of a pipe dream. But imagine I do own a house, right? I feel like since I live alone, since I will eventually live alone if I do buy my own house, it's gonna be a bit of a piece of work trying to clean everything. I feel like a house is too big for one person. If that one person takes, you know, has to hire someone to clean the house for you. You know what I mean? Like, if I were to own my own house, I'd like to be able to clean everything on my own. If I need to, like, get extra help, then it's probably way too big for myself. Same thing, like, with the idea of, you know, having your own lawn and all that stuff and gardening. It's like, I don't know, I feel like home ownership is just a never-ending series of projects. There's always something to do, you know, fix the roof, replace the roof, maybe improve the plumbing, you know, always a lot of renovations. I feel like a lot of people buy a house to renovate it because they buy the house as an investment. So, you know, yeah, it's just a never-ending series of works when you buy a house. Honestly, I just want to, if I am to buy a house, I just kind of want to buy a house that's already done and built. I don't want to renovate anymore. Because when I buy a house, I don't want to buy a house as an investment, honestly. It's such a weird idea, buying a house as an investment. Because when I think about a house, I think about a home. You know what I mean? I'm buying a home, I'm buying a place so that I could not worry about rent. And I don't have to fear eviction. I can just live there for as long as reasonably possible. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of house ownership. So to buy a house as an investment or to rent it out, it's a bit strange to me. And I don't know, the whole house in housing market idea is just a bit strange. It's like, it's no different from scalping concert tickets. You buy something that's in high demand, and you keep on holding it until the demand goes up and up, and the price goes up and up and up and up, and you hope to sell at the last minute. But then if no one ends up at the last minute, if no one ends up buying it, then it's a loss on your part. Which I feel like that's how a housing collapse works, I think. People buy houses, hold on to it, hoping the price, the value of the property increases, and then at one point, No one can buy it anymore, and then boom, crash. Which is weird, again, which is weird to me. I want to buy a house so I can live in it. That's it. I'll buy it, settle down, boom. I will live in it as long as I can. Until death takes me away, essentially. Surely the railing is done. I'm not quite sure. Oh, no, it's not done yet. The flashing white on white railings don't really work well. Yeah, why do basic needs have to be commodities? Exactly. I can kind of understand why, you know, maybe power, water, you know, you have to pay for, like, whatever. I can live with that. But, like, having to fight for your life for a house? Insane to me. I just want to live, man. That's it. I think that's my #1 goal, essentially, is to get myself out of the rat race as fast as possible. The less I have to do with the rat race, the happier I will be. That's why if I were to own a home, if I were to buy a house, I know a lot of people will tell me, "Oh, why don't you rent it out?" You know what I mean? Why don't you renovate it so you can sell it in the future? Fuck that, honestly. I want to live in peace, be left alone like a hobbit. I just want to tend to my garden, possibly at most, and boom, that's it. I want nothing else. I want to be able to cook in my own home. Maybe build stuff in my own home, you know, in my own shed. Pursue my own hobbies in peace. That's it, to live in peace. What better life than a life of peace? Which railings are they asking for, honestly? It's not this, surely. Wooden trims times 12. Damn, this music is banging. What soundtrack is this? Bubbleen? Super Mario Odyssey. Damn. If there's one thing Nintendo got right, it is the music. I don't know, each one is a banger. A guaranteed hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not it. Or you're telling me there's 12 railings left to clean. Perhaps. Oh, they have, like, they're using a harmonica. I actually own a harmonica now. One of my lifelong dreams was to learn the harmonica. And I recently bought myself a harmonica. I haven't taken the steps to learn it yet, though. I did Google some videos, but I haven't actively learned yet. But yeah, I do have a harmonica. Let me demonstrate. Hell yeah! Harmonica. One of my favorite instruments. I just want to sit on the floor all day, but our society says I gotta make strangers rich so I can sit on the floor some of the days. Exactly. What nobler purpose have we as society except, you know, meet the needs of the stakeholders? Who's gonna buy them their next yacht? If not for us and our hard work. Name, you know, a more nobler purpose in life. You can't. Okay, seriously, where the hell are these railings? I just want to eat my yogurt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you know? I saw this in some sort of study years ago, or was it on TV? Apparently, there was a study made where people can easily recognize 4 things without having to count them manually. Like if you threw 4 things in the ground, one look, the human mind can easily understand that it's 4 things. Any number higher than 4, then the mind will have to mentally count. So 3s and 4s are the numbers that the human mind can easily recognize at one look. Which is pretty interesting. Which is why I tend to count in 4s or 3s. Because it's just easier to keep track of it. I guess that kind of explains why... Maybe that explains why the... Is it called the dodecimal? The decimal system? Is present in certain, like... In certain historical contexts and cultural contexts. Simply because of the ease of dividing it into 3s and 4s. I just want to... my favorite instruments are violin, piano, and cello. Ooh! A bit of a string instrument aficionado, eh? I think my favorite instruments would probably be brass instruments. It's easily one of the reasons I really like jazz music. Like the saxophone, the trombone, the trumpet. Ah, God, I love it. I just love it. I love myself a good old sax solo. Violin, the string instruments gives me more like classical orchestra music sort of vibes. Anything played by an orchestra, to me, I'd think of string instruments. Brass, I think of jazz. String, I think of acoustic. Or like country music or folk music. You know what I mean? I would like to learn how to play an instrument one day. I just need the time and patience for it. Because honestly, I just can't get myself to It requires sustained mental effort for a long period of time. Which just, you know, doesn't work for me. If I don't see quick progress ASAP, if I don't get quick gratification, I'll just lose interest in it fast. Which is why, like, in my attempts to learn an instrument, I don't, let's say, progress as fast as I want to. I just lose interest and drop it. It's happened twice with the guitar already. Or 3 times, rather. Surely these are the railings I'm asked to clean. Surely. Oh, never mind. It's these. I should have just paid attention to the glowing bright thing. There's still something here. Got it. Oh, these are the wooden trims. Got it. I'm a dumbass. 10. I thought these were the trims they were referring to. I guess they're like slits rather than trims. That's probably done. I just don't remember if it actually flashed complete. Nice, got it. 5 left. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. 4. I especially love songs that use both violin and piano, like one song from the game Rule of Rose the Attic. Ooh. What sort of a game is that, Rule of Rose? Oh, speaking of good string music or use of the violin, I do recommend the soundtrack to The Legend of Korra. There are certain tracks in the OST which are played by the violin, or the Iru, I guess, EHRU, and I just love those tracks. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of those tracks, but I do remember liking them. One of them had a big band swing / jazz sort of vibe, which I really liked. Something Republic City, I think. But yeah, it has a good use of string instruments. I do recommend. The Lord of the Rings OST uses violin as well. Or perhaps, maybe I'm thinking of the violin covers of the OST for Lord of the Rings. Maybe. Rule of Rose is a survival horror game. I played some of it. Definitely a gem. Ooh. If it can be done within a few hours, a few streams, I'll play it. Or I'll check it out. But then again, I have a few horror games already lined up. You know, the FNAF games, one of them. The others being the Chilla's Art horror games. Mainly those. Amnesia, maybe. Because, yeah, I've been looking at that list of games you were suggesting. So I was thinking of Amnesia, because Amnesia was there. Nice. Cash in. Let's see how long it took us to clean this joint. Can I rotate? I can't. Nice, we were a bit all over the place when it comes to cleaning, but yeah. Aura Smith. Plus 200 aura for us. Ayo, maybe? I hope so. The game Journey has amazing violin music as well. Ooh. Clean the shoe house. Okay, we're gonna clean the shoe house, but first I'm gonna get myself some yogurt. So, I'll be right back. Don't miss me too much, chat. Wait, how do I do that? Hold on. I'm forgetting. Okay, BRB. Hello, I'm back. Give me a second while I turn this text box off. Alright. Did you get a chance to watch The Great Martian? Oh, I forgot about that. Funnily enough, I did think about it like a week ago, but I just never got around to watching that. I should really check that out. Perhaps when I do another watch-along, maybe? You know, Discord watch-along, we watched The Great Martian War documentary of 1913-1917. Maybe, perhaps? I don't know. I have to think about it still. But thank you for reminding me. I will check it out. Alright, I'm back. I just said that. Oh, I just realized as well that I do have peanut butter. I made myself some peanut butter and honey sandwich, which is my favorite go-to snack. And I haven't had a peanut butter and honey sandwich in a long-ass time. Oh, I gotta say though, having the vanilla with the Greek yogurt, amazing. Why is there way too much vanilla? Or rather, why is there way too much types of vanilla? There's French vanilla, and vanilla bean. What is the difference? Why do we have 3 vanillas? What's the difference between a French vanilla and a vanilla? Like, why? And why isn't there like an English vanilla or an Italian vanilla? Why is the French one the special vanilla? Oh, thank you for the follow there. Hope you've been having a good day and having a good time. I don't get it. There's like a, vanilla bean flavor ice cream, then vanilla, then French vanilla. It's like, they're all vanilla. What do you mean there's a difference? It's like Coke and Pepsi. They're like the same thing. What difference? Nothing. No difference. All right, let's go back. I need to clean the shoe. French vanilla has eggs. Eggs? Huh? Oh, okay. Sorry. Like poultry eggs. For some reason, the first thing that came to mind was like bug eggs. Okay. I think a vanilla bean has the seeds of the plant in it. But surely the taste isn't too different. Or I guess it is, hence the different categories. Or is it simply a marketing thing, you know? Hey, look at this fancy thing. You know, kind of like how the Big Diamond is selling unrefined diamond as a, ooh, look at this unrefined diamond. It's very natural. Ooh. Now let me take a bite out of my sandwich. I used to diss on vanilla a lot because it's vanilla, but I've learned to appreciate vanilla over time. It really is different. Oh, I see. I guess I better add it to my list of things to do this week. Taste test different types of vanilla. Okay, my brain is all over the place. How are we going to clean this? So, this is the plan of attack, folks. We're going to split this into partitions. 2 parts, and each part split into further parts. The front and the back. Ooh, scaffolding. Okay, as I was saying, front and the back. The front, we'll do lower lift, higher lift. For each... Okay, there's technically a third area. So we'll do area 1, area 2, area 3. We're going to start with area 1. The lower lift. The lower lift we can split into 3 parts. Window, door, window. So let's start with this window. Let's go with this. Let's draw the metaphorical line in the sand, except it's not in the sand, it's in the actual structure. There you go. Hold on. Oop, I unmuted. Nice, okay. Cool, alright. And that's 1, 2, and 3. Now let's clean. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I was having a bit of a minor discussion, let's say, with a buddy of mine a few days ago. I think I made the statement that all fast food So we were talking about... I mentioned the KFC burger that I was talking about earlier. You know, the reverse burger where instead of buns you have chicken, and instead of the bun in the middle you have like bacon in the middle. So it's like a chicken, it's like a bacon sandwich, except instead of bread, it's chicken. Anyways, we were talking about that, and then he said something like, oh, you know, fast food doesn't taste as good as it did when we were younger. And I made the statement that, you know, all fast food tastes the same anyway. Like, give me a Burger King or Hungry Jack's burger or a Macca's burger, and they're both the same. Sure, there's some subtleties in taste, like Sprite and 7-Up, but they're practically the same thing. Not one is particularly better than the other. You know what I mean? It's like what Macca's has their own Angus burger with some Angus sauce or something, and Hungry Jack's have their own version of that burger. They're both similar. They're both Angus burgers. Yeah, there's subtlety, but it's like, who cares in the end of the day? But apparently I was wrong for that statement. Not all fast food tastes the same. Depends on what you're comparing. If you're comparing a Big Mac to a KFC burger, of course it's going to be different, you know? You got a chicken sandwich and a burger. Chat, do you reckon a chicken sandwich is a chicken... What do you feel about calling a chicken sandwich a chicken burger? I honestly call it chicken burger. I have never called it a chicken sandwich. Because to me, since they use a burger bun, hence it's a chicken burger. Although there is the argument that technically a burger constitutes needs to have a burger patty. Hence, if the meat or the middle part is not in the shape of a patty, it does not count as a burger. Which makes sense, in a way. However, out of habit, 1, 2, stubbornness, and 3, well, yeah, mainly those two, I'm gonna say that technically, a chicken burger is a burger, so long as you have the burger buns. Even if, like, so long as there's a piece of meat between the burger buns, it's a burger. Usually, differences in tastes are just placebo. They did tests with giving people tap water with different containers and labels, and they thought each tasted different. The only time I've... Yeah, that's what I mean exactly. Like, if I were to do a blind test, like, in a mall, have some samples of Coke, have some samples of... an equal number of Coke and Pepsi samples, and just let the people taste it. And I'm not even going to tell them how much of those are Coke, how much of those are Pepsi. Just literally let them randomly guess so that I do not influence their decisions. Because if I give a number, if I tell them, oh, there's 4 Pepsis, 4 Cokes, which is which? You know, they're going to take that into account, and they're going to take that information in their guessing. Like, if the first 3 guesses are Coke, Coke, Pepsi, right? It means that the rest of the guesses are, probably Pepsi, since they've already ticked off more Cokes than Pepsis, you know what I mean? They're going to employ some statistical analysis if you give a number. Hence, just tell them, there's a certain number of Cokes, there's a certain number of Pepsis. Now tell me which is which. I feel like if I were to do that in a mall, boom, people wouldn't be able to tell the difference. The only time I've called a chicken sandwich a burger was when the chicken was a patty. Ah, yes. The good old, the patty makes the burger. I'd say I'm a bit more radical. The burger bun makes the burger. If you put a hot dog in between burger buns, it's a hot dog burger. No other way to describe it. It's kind of like wine tasting. Honestly, hot take. I think, those professional wine tasters, I don't know. It's like, really? Professional wine tasting? You're telling me, with one whiff, one sniff of the wine sample, you can tell me, and one sip, I guess, you're able to tell where it's from, like to the exact altitude, and at what season it was harvested and stuff? Get out of here. There is no way. It's more a probability thing, I'd say. To be honest, I would only consider something a burger if it's using the Hamburg steak from Hamburg, Germany, hence the name hamburger. Ah. I've never actually considered to think about what the original hamburger looks like. When I think of hamburger, I think the American hamburger. Yeehaw, freedom! You know what I mean? It's kind of like pizza. If I think of pizza, I think of American fast food pizza. To me, I have to specify Italian pizza or authentic pizza to think about Italian pizza. Otherwise, my default, like, I just default to American pizza when I think of pizza. Hamburger steak. It's funny how the word hamburger... It's funny how that word evolved. You know, the word burger. You know, the original dish came from Germany, hence, like Hamburg, Germany, hence it's called a hamburger, because it's from Hamburg, and yet people split it at a different point. Instead of hamburger, it was split between ham and burger, so you got hamburger. So you got the ham of the burger, and now burger became the generic term for anything that resembles a hamburger, you know what I mean? A chicken burger if you got a chicken patty, because again, it's a chicken burger if you got a chicken patty, and you've got that word burger, because that's just the, I guess the the category of food that it is. I think the same thing happened to the word helicopter. People like split it between heli and copter, but it's actually helico and ter, P-T-E-R, the same initials. The same starting letters of the word pterodactyl. You know, P-T-E-R-O, ptero. But yeah, you wouldn't think so. You'd just think, oh, it's helicopter. Because the P-T consonant cluster, as, you know, as a beginning of a word, isn't really natural in English, at least. I think helico means like the spinning, and ter means flying, if I'm not mistaken. My favorite Americanized dish is Chicago deep dish pizza. Ooh, I've only ever had that once, years ago. One of the first few pictures I posted on my Instagram. It's interesting, the deep dish. It's a pie, essentially. Well, I guess a pizza is a pie, pizza pie. It's kind of weird of it thinking of it as a pie, because it's thinner than an average pie. Except a Chicago deep dish, which, you know, it's as thick as a normal pie. Maybe a bit more. I think the window is done. Have we finished this door? Now we have. Now the stairs, perhaps? Yeah, we need to clean the stairs as well. Deep down here. Did you know that apparently Italian pizza is eaten with utensils? I never realized that. I think I only realized that when I was looking up, like, speed eating competitions for pizzas, like for world records. Because a buddy and I were competing between the both of us who can eat the pizza the fastest. I think I ate my Domino's large, which was 10 inches in diameter. I finished that. One pizza. I think it was a regular pepperoni pizza. Yeah, one Domino's large pepperoni pizza, which here is 10 inches in diameter. I finished that in 3 minutes 40 seconds, I think. So after I did that, we were curious to see what the world record was. The world record was 30 seconds or 15 seconds, but that was for Italian-style pizza, which seemed thinner. Not as thick as an American pizza, and they ate it with utensils. funny how the variation of the dish that Italian Americans made became much more popular than the authentic original. Well, both are authentic in their own right. I guess, like, yeah, it became more popular than the original incarnation of said dish. Kind of funny. Or like even Chinese food. Same thing with Chinese food. There's a lot of varieties of Chinese food. There's British Chinese food, American Chinese food, all adjusted to local tastes. And yet it has become more popular. I guess it's become more popular in their respective regions compared to authentic ones. Speaking of cultural foods, did you know that apparently I'm not sure if it's all Thai restaurants or most Thai eateries, they're all funded and or sponsored by the Thai government. I think it's a way of just like, it's not propaganda, but asserting soft power. I guess in civilization terms, it's cultural victory. But yeah, apparently many or all Thai restaurants are funded by or sponsored or supported by the Thai government, which is interesting. Similarly, almost, I think either all or almost all sushi chains in the US is technically sponsored or ran by a church in Japan. So by eating from any sushi chain, I think it's just sushi chains, not like Japanese restaurants. But if you eat from a sushi chain in the US, you are contributing to that church and or cult, I think. I think it's considered somewhat of a cult there. If you get a house, it should be a giant shoe. I should. It's a step in the right direction. You know, one small step for robot, one giant step for robot kind. Okay. Clear. Oh, I forgot. I said I need to clean Sector 1 first. I got distracted. Sorry. Bloop. Okay, I need to clean the flower pot first, so I'm satisfied. Ah, look how satisfying that is. Okay, I need to clean the top with my ladder. Let's get up here. Oh, nice window. POV, you're getting washed, your window. Okay, let's get our ladder, put it here. Nice, look at that. Clean as fuck. Whoop. Ooh, the range is not terrible on this one. That's pretty good. Okay, let me just get this out of the way, put it here. Got it, nice. Boot wall cleaned. Okay, let's not go there first. Let's go here. Ooh, is a nice area to clean. Ah, look at that. Ooh, corner. Nice. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Okay, where am I going? Oh, 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 ah, ah, ah. No fall damage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Did you guys know there's like Formula E? There's another Formula race aside from Formula 1. There's Formula E, which is like all electric cars. Then they've got attack modes and stuff. I just discovered that earlier when I was in my doom scrolling through YouTube Shorts era. But it's pretty cool. Apparently they got a... There's... You know how in video games sometimes there's a marking in the ground you have to pass through to get a boost? Apparently Formula E cars have to pass through that to get like attack mode. Mind you, I didn't actually watch an informative reel about it. It was more like a skit reel about someone discovering Formula E. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Formula E being electric. It was quite shocking. I'll be here all week. Oop, oop, oop. Wrong button. Nice, thank you. Ooh, this is so much more pleasant to clean. Less corners and nooks and crannies, you know what I mean? Ooh, we're spicing things up. Nice. Sheesh! Look at her go. Nice. Okay, I'm just gonna take a few more spoonfuls of my vanilla yogurt. Not gonna lie, that actually satisfied me. The yogurt. More than I thought it would. All right. Maybe I should make pancakes tomorrow. I know it seems random, but I was thinking about it like a couple of minutes ago. I am not much of a pancake fan myself. I just, you know, it's just like not my favorite type of breakfast. I prefer savory breakfasts. So I'm not really keen or fond of pancakes. However, I've seen a recipe online on... I've seen a recipe in like an Instagram reel, which I want to follow. So I want to give it a go maybe tomorrow or the day after. To see how doable is it. And if I get it right, I'm gonna make more pancakes for when my roommates are back. You know, spread the love a little bit. I mostly just cook for myself. It'd be nice to cook for other people. I think cooking is it's a more enjoyable activity if you're cooking for other people. I don't know, there's just something about preparing a dish for someone else and seeing them enjoy it that's just satisfying. What would you consider your favorite era, century in history? I'd say mine is the Victorian era 800s. Ooh, interesting. The Victorian era, eh? Why so? What in particular? Would you perchance then be a fan of steampunk? Which is, you know, inspired by the Victorian era? My favorite era? Fuck. That's a good question. I'd probably say... Ooh. I'm trying to think of my favorite, like, time period in history. Okay, I've got quite a couple. One of them is technically the era of Pax Romana. So that's the long period of peace in the Roman Empire. And it was during Pax Romana that the Roman Empire was at its widest extents territorially. So yeah, it's like a prolonged period of relative peace within the Roman Empire, plus the widest they've ever been. And I think that's when the reign of the 5 good emperors took place as well, during the era of Pax Romana. Though I might be confusing my eras. My second favorite historical time or era would probably be early 21st century. Between 2000 and 2010, let's say. It has the convenience of modern technology without the let's say, how do I best describe it? Without invasive social media. At least not yet. It wasn't as invasive as it is now. No, no tailor-made algorithms and all that. The aesthetic of old websites and forums. No fancy schmancy web design. I miss that. Things were, technologically advanced in a way. There's modern medicine, modern conveniences like a portable music player and portable mobile device, a personal computer, but nothing too complicated. Yeah, nothing too complex. And again, it was kind of nice not having social media back then. No custom tailored algorithm, which I think really just fucks us up anyway. Yeah, I like steampunk. The current era is such a unique theme, style, evolution of technology, and revolution of political ideas. Victorian era. Oh, that would be. Yeah, during the rule of Queen Victoria. Yeah. There's an aged bounce that ran tomorrow and the rest of time. Yeah. I was about to say, if this was Queen Victoria, it was pre-World War I, I guess. Pre-World War I, pre-Great Depression. You got the age of I was gonna say the age of discovery. You got the Industrial Revolution that had just occurred. Scientific progress occurring. Wasn't it in the Victorian era? Like, it was during that area that the UK, that the British Empire had reached its peak. So I guess the British had that going on for them. Maybe not so well for the colonies of the Empire. Wait, why am I cleaning this part? I'm not supposed to clean that yet. Here. Okay. I feel like whenever I stream, I put on a different voice, like a streamer voice, compared to when I'm just talking normally to friends or when I'm just talking normally at work. It might have to do with the fact that I can hear the game, so I try to speak in a louder volume to hear myself. So let me try something. I've lowered the volume of the music, but I'm going to increase it in OBS. There you go. So I can hear myself better. I could, I guess, turn on my mic settings so I can hear myself, but there's a bit of a delay, so it kind of trips me up. Anyways, yeah, I guess the Victorian era. Wasn't there a grand strategy game that took place in the Victorian era? Victoria, I think it was literally called Victoria or something. The Sherlock Holmes novels, I think, takes place during the Victorian era. It definitely took place during the first invasion of Afghanistan, because Watson was a veteran of the Afghanistan war there. Probably the first or second Afghanistan war. I don't remember. And he was like honorably... Well, wait, was he honorably discharged because of an injury? I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, Victoria 3 is the most recent one for Paradox Interactive. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Ooh, a lot of tiny bits scattered around. Should be spotless. Actually not quite. Nice. Oh, hold on. Nice, okay. Moving on to area 3. Technically it's second in the sequence, but it's called area 3 because it's the third one I named. Ooh, quite a tough one, this stain. If y'all could travel through time, would y'all travel to the past? Assuming that, you know, that it's going to be paradox-free. Whatever you do won't necessarily change written history or whatever. It's almost like a simulation. If y'all could travel back in time, or travel through time, would you go back or forward? If so, where and when exactly? It can be more than one. Doesn't have to be restricted to one area. I guess whatever first comes to mind is what I'm asking for. Me, personally, if I were to travel through time, probably to the past. I'd probably go back to the year 400 something. Fuck, I forgot the year. But it was the year that the city of Rome, or the Republic of Rome, got sacked. Because when the Roman Republic got sacked, they lost a lot of their records, which includes the records, which probably includes the records of the foundation of the city itself. Which, you know, as we all know, is quite a mystery. All we have are the myths and legends, such as the legend of Romulus and Remus. Remus and Romulus, sorry, in the standard order. It'd be nice to see the actual origins of Rome as a republic, or as a kingdom before it became a republic. Nice. Okay, let me clean this. If not that, I'm thinking of a few more things. I guess the Battle of Hastings, 1066. I would say that's one of the most important and one of the most significant historical events to ever occur. Simply because we see the influences of that event to this day. Like, for example, in the English language, it is the reason there are two words for a cow. Beef when it's slaughtered and cow when it's not. The word cow, coming from ku, is Germanic in origin, with the peasants of the time being Germanic, and the nobility, the Norman French, who conquered the British Isles. They brought with them the word for beef. And if you think about it, the interaction of the nobility with a cow would be in the form of beef when it's already slaughtered. Whereas the peasantry, those who would prepare the meals for them, the Germanic people, the Angles, the Anglo-Saxons, would have used the Germanic word. And hence, when it's raw, it's a cow. Beef when it's slaughtered. It's like the biggest reason why there's a lot of French loan words in English. Simply because of that conquest. Of course, English would have further Latinizations through attempts by scholars to Latinize it, since Latin was seen as a pure language, given the significance of the Roman Empire. And I guess since Latin was the language of the Roman Catholic Church, who were the big bosses at that time, up until the Reformation. If I were to travel to the future, though, I'd probably want to travel 20 years from now just to see the state of the world in 20 years. I'm curious to see if AI has failed or if it's still progressing and people actually, you know, if it's become less of a trend and more like an everyday part of life. Because I feel like it's still pretty much a trend. I don't know. I feel like all those AI integration that those big corporations are trying to do are just plain useless. Like YouTube, they have that AI summary thing. I guess it's kind of fun, but kind of useless. I don't really care. Or Instagram and Facebook had like, they have meta search with AI. And it's like, I don't really care. Just let me search the normal way. I think even Bing has done the same thing as well. They have now like AI search. Which to me, it's like, just let me search normally. I feel like it's too gimmicky, honestly. Martha Hubbard, I'm going to poop. Okay, Martha. Thanks for the info. TMI, but okay. Okay, congrats. I'm so glad it was successful, Martha. I don't know why I have to know about this, but okay. Imagine naming your kid Martha. There are no kids named Martha anymore. Every Martha is an old person. Yeah, imagine being in, like, kindergarten, being named Martha. Hey, Martha, you want to go play in the slides with me? Or being named something like Reginald. Or Bartholomew. Hey, Bartholomew, you want to play in the sandbox? Hey, Reginald, want to play dodgeball? Martha thinks she's a celebrity, needing to announce there every moment. Wait, isn't Martha like a cook or something as well? Oh, Martha Stewart or whatever? I don't know her name. Wasn't she convicted of something, of like tax evasion? Martha's the sort of name that a rich billionaire would have, who would watch Zorro with her son and husband in the middle of the night, walk down a shady alleyway and get shot. You know what I mean? Oh, lag spike! There must be a better way of doing this, but this is more fun. Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Okay, I'm still missing a lot of spots there. Whoop! Hopefully none of y'all get motion sick. I don't get motion sick myself, not from FPS games. But I do get motion sick whenever I use my phone while on a car. Which is weird, because if I'm in a plane, I don't get motion sick watching a movie or using my phone. It's only when I'm in a car that I get sort of dizzy using my phone. Which is why whenever, when I was younger, we would go on road trips and stuff, I'd just sleep. I wouldn't use my phone just because I cannot do it. Even like, I guess like playing on a handheld gaming device or emulator on my phone, still can't do it. Just makes me dizzy. Not dizzy maybe, but like more lightheaded maybe? Okay, I think I've cleaned a lot of that already. Oh wait, missed a spot. Whoop, corner. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop. Okay, that's clean. Hi. I think that's pretty good. Right, off to the next sector. Right. Right, I think I'm... Let's do this. Okay, so... I'll clean the bottom portion, and then I'm gonna call it a night. A good... I think I'll call it a night, yeah. I think, it'll be a good amount of time. 3 hours, so let's just, do some, you know... some last-minute catch-ups and chatting. And then last-minute cleaning here. That way I can sleep rather early as well and wake up rather early. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule and come up with a more reasonable streaming time. When I redid my daily scheduler Excel sheet, that's when I realized my sleep schedule was kind of fucked for the past few months. So I'm trying to fix it and yeah, make it a bit more regular and stuff. That way I can get a more regular sleeping schedule, and I can allocate more time regularly to, like, if we're doing background works on streams, like editing videos, doing some research, blah blah blah, of what games to play, perhaps, or brainstorming ideas. Does it ever feel weird how entire civilizations of history and centuries have existed and passed before you existed, and that you've been seemingly plopped into this world out of your nowhere? Yeah, I know, right? It's... yeah. Like, if you think really hard about it, it's kind of weird how... for most of the universe's existence, for most of the Earth's and humanity's history, you weren't there. Unconscious. You know, it's hard to imagine not existing. Because there's only one state that we're in. Existing. Existence, you know what I mean? We only exist. We don't not exist. Sure, you can't... it's possible to not exist, but you can't feel non-existence, you know what I mean? And yeah. One day you're just plopped into this world, but then again, you don't necessarily have that self-awareness yet. And then boom, one day you're just like, oh, here I am, alive in this planet. And one day, we too shall die, and history shall continue. It's like, yeah, it's like one day we are going to be in the history books, if you think about it. One day people in the future were just going to think, oh, I wonder what the people in the past did back in the day. But then again, a lot of us are probably just going to end up like everyone else in the past, forgotten. As sad as it sounds, I mean, how far back can people really trace their family trees? Maybe some can do a better job than others, but most people probably stop at great-grandparents and that's it. At one point, no one remembers their ancestors. And one day that's going to be us. Our kids will remember us, and our grandkids perhaps. Great-grandkids even less. And then one day, boom, truly forgotten. And the only the only thing that will be left of us is our graves. That marks where we were buried, our names, when we died. Well, that still depends on how long those graves last. Enough exposure to the elements, it'll degrade and decay like everything else, and boom, you will have truly been forgotten. And at that point, I guess you're truly dead. It's like that quote, people die twice, once when they actually die, and the other when their names are said for one last time. I guess if three things are... If there's anything that we're sure about, it's death, taxes, and to be forgotten by history. I guess the names may be forgotten, but our actions won't. Even if the actions itself... Even if no one remembers the direct action we did, I guess the effects of those actions will still be felt and remembered. Anything we do now will affect someone who will be born 20 years from now. It's like a blink of an eye, and we're here, and then in the next blink we're dead, and everything else died after us at some point. We too shall die like our ancestors and those who came before. Memento mori. I too shall die. It is kind of humbling thinking of things that way sometimes. You know, it's like it makes everything worth it. Or it makes everything worth living in a way. I guess because this is our only chance to experience anything. After this, there's, you know, nothing else. Not that we know. So it makes everything much more special, you know, like going to your friend's birthday party, getting them a gift, hanging out with them, spending some time with your family, like maybe baking something together as a family, the intimate moments you spend with a romantic partner. I guess it becomes even more special knowing that this is our one and only chance of ever experiencing it. Do it now, because, you know, you may never get another chance to do it all over again. We only get one chance for the universe to experience itself in a unique way, in a unique perspective. I heard a quote once: to live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. To live is to suffer. Makes sense. To survive is to find meaning in the suffering. Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. There is no inherent meaning, I guess, and to look for inherent meaning is kind of a foolish task. However, that gives us the immense freedom of just defining things ourselves. What is the fate of the human race? Well, race, for example, well, that's for us to decide. What is it that I was born in this universe to do? It is whatever you want to do. It is whatever you put your mind to. It is whatever you decide is your purpose. Yeah, sometimes it's terrifying to think about, especially when I think about my age, and with every birth, with every year that passes by, you know, you get closer and closer to hitting those age milestones, and sometimes there's this fear or feeling like, have I done enough in the years I've spent so far on this planet? But I guess sometimes to live in itself is enough. What is the purpose of humanity but to be alive, really? That is our prime directive, to live. And if we are alive and if we live, we have already met our goals, our directive. And everything else is a bonus. I hope you stream the game PowerWash sometimes. I think you'd love the game. I'll check it out. If it's a puzzle game, I'm sure to enjoy it. If it's a murder mystery sort of thing, I think I'll enjoy that as well. Kind of like Grim Fandango, which is a point-and-click, a classic point-and-click murder, not murder mystery, but mystery, like detective, noir detective sort of game, which I do like. I do love myself the noir aesthetic. Okay, we're just gonna finish this. Maybe here. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do this. There's another detective game I had in mind. Frog Detective. Ever played that? Wait, paparazzi. That's not. Why did I think detective? Oh, because camera, journalist, which is somewhat related to a detective in a crime scene. Okay, I get it. I'm so sorry about all of that. Charlie found my phone. Oh, it was the kid. That's why. Aw, that's kind of cute. To live is the prime directive of all life, seemingly for the sake of living. The endless cycle of energy transfer. It all leads to one thing, the heat death of the universe. It's kind of cool thinking of it that way. What is your prime directive, human? To live. Aha, but that's already been... But you're already doing that. Then everything else is just an added bonus to the adventure. Ooh, the water sounds different when hitting the yellow wall. The wall. I don't think the color affects the sound of the water splash, but it does sound a bit different. Interesting. A good story, like talking about the prime directive of all life and the heat death of the universe and stuff. One story that I do recommend, which touches upon those topics, is The Last Question by Isaac Asimov. There's like a free audiobook version of it. Not audiobook, but there's a free narration. Let's just say audiobook. There's a free audiobook on YouTube. It's 30 minutes long. The Last Question. It is one of my favorite stories of all time. I highly recommend it. It's just 30 minutes, and it's all worth it. Maybe don't listen to it when you're sleepy and tired. It is an audiobook, so, you know, it's kind of like bedtime story. You might just end up falling asleep. But I do highly recommend it. This is not the best position. There you go. I'll definitely give it a read. Have you ever read the story, Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? I've read the synopsis of it. I have the game in my cart because I was interested in buying the game. It's a fucked up dystopian story. It's essentially if AI goes bad, but it's even more fucked. Existentially fucked, if that makes sense. It's not fucked in the sense that there's like a lot of gore or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just the concept, or I guess the thought experiment that they're trying to push, it's fucked. It's essentially psychological torture. Oh, thanks for the follow there. Hope you've been having a good time, good day. Or afternoon, whatever time it may be. I would say, like, thematically or mood-wise, that I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is the polar opposite of the last question. They're on the opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to sci-fi. One is somewhat more hopeful and like, yeah, somewhat more hopeful. The other one is just like, fucked. Yikes. That is a terrible fate. Well, we're a fate worse than death. Interestingly, the game I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream was actually written and directed, I think, by the author himself. I think he wasn't a fan of video games in general, but the video game he had a huge part in, I guess, producing. I think even the AI in the game is voiced by the author himself. Which is good, I guess. I guess he realized that making a video game would be another way of essentially, well, another way of conveying his story. I mean, I can understand how Am feels. After all, it's what happens to the main character at the end. They end up in the same situation. Yeah. In my opinion, a fate worse than death is having too many people around. Aha! Hellish Other People, eh? Have you perchance read, Fuck, what was the name of that book? Wait. Wait. Because that sounds like the, hold on. The book by Sartre. My French pronunciation is bad. What was it? No Exit! Yes, No Exit by Jean-Paul Sartre. I think the conclusion of that book was like, hell is other people, but people tend to misinterpret that line, I think, and assume that, you know, people are hell, but he was trying to say something else. I don't remember though, it's been years since I read that book. Yeah, too many people is, I think, yeah, it's kind of daunting sometimes, like how many, when you get used to a place that isn't too crowded and stuff, or when there's not a lot of people, you get used to not having a lot of people, then suddenly you go to a place with a lot of people, it just kind of throws you off for a loop. You know, it's like jarring. I remember for New Year, I visited my parents like in Melbourne, and Melbourne is an actual proper city with a few million people. And when I went to the mall there, it's like, Jesus, that's a lot of people. Not gonna lie, I was kind of annoyed that day because I was just like, God damn, there's too many people. Anyways, I mean, in general, I can keep a small circle because if a rumor gets out, I can press those Close because they'll tell me who said what. Ah, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit of a small circle robot myself. I have many acquaintances and like casual friends, I'd say, but I have a very small closed circle of close friends. Again, I'm probably not as shy as I was back in the day, like 3 years ago. But yeah, I still prefer to keep my circle small. It's just more manageable that way. I am open to... I'm not, you know... I'm not like an antisocial person who like hates other people generally. I think you know, strangers are just friends you potentially haven't met yet. But still, yeah, I do keep a small circle myself. I guess it's out of that's just what I'm more comfortable with. Sometimes I'm more comfortable just being me with just a few people. With a crowd, it just... I don't know, I feel awkward sometimes. Like, I don't know how to operate. Like, 2 or 3 people, including myself, I can easily work, you know, with that dynamic. It's easy. More than that, sometimes it becomes a struggle to keep up with everything and everyone's jokes and conversations. And yeah, it's hard to fit in a dynamic of a larger group of people. But being an introvert, I don't hardly go out unless necessary, so no partying on the weekends or drinking with the boys. Yeah, same. I honestly, the only time I go out is when I go buy groceries. I consider going out for groceries as going out of the house. And, well, there are 3 instances where I go out of the house. 1, to buy groceries. 2, go to the gym. I haven't even done that in months. And number 3, it's when I have to play Dungeons and Dragons. That's the only social event I actively do. But yeah, and even drinking, I'm not much of a drinker. I will drink... I only drink like a few times in a year. Like, yeah, I'm just not a drinker. You know what I mean? It's like... Yeah, no, to me, drinking is just like any other beverage. So I don't really see the point of it. I guess I can say that because I'm in a fortunate situation to not be addicted to alcohol or to be reliant on alcohol, fortunately enough. But yeah, same thing with smoking. I don't smoke at all. Although I knew someone, I had a friend who was quite a hobby smoker. Smoked shisha, vape, and all that. Sometimes when he would gather, he'd bring his shisha, and then I would partake, simply because, you know, it's a social thing. But other than that, I don't really smoke at all. Don't do my own... I don't buy cigarettes or vapes. I don't really get it. Let's see, let me catch up. My personal favorite saying is 2 is company, 3 is a crowd. I agree 100%. Hell yeah. Even in high school, I remember in high school, the very first few years there was like a trio of me and 2 of my best mates. And then eventually, of course, group dynamics change. There were still the 3 of us, but then there was another group as well, another clique where it's me and 3 other people. Technically, it breaks the saying because there's 4 of us. But yeah, it was just the 4 of us. I'm happy I'm breaking out of being too introverted, I think I want to be able to do things with other people, yeah. I think with introversion and shyness, I guess, sometimes it depends on your frame of reference and who you're comparing yourself to. I think I remember bringing this up to my therapist. I was just like, you know, sometimes I kind of wish like I can be kind of like the life of the party, because I have a coworker and a friend who... He just has like... He's very charismatic. He's good at talking to people. Even casually, he can banter, make jokes on the spot. And I see that and I'm impressed and I look up to him because of that. And because of that, you know, it's like, oh wow, that's impressive. I kind of want to be him. And so I put, I guess, his skills in a pedestal. And I compare myself to him. And, you know, as they say, comparison is a thief of joy. One thing I remember my therapist telling me, which, you know, one of the things she pointed out was, you don't have to be the life of the party. You know, like people are, each person is different. People are different. You know, people fill in different roles. Some people are just the life of the party because this is what they naturally are. You know, natural charismatic speakers. And some are, you know, they just like to keep them to themselves. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It just depends, I guess, on like the extent of it. If you're too shy to the point that it's literally holding you back, which I literally was like a few years ago, especially during high school, then yeah, it's an issue. However, if it's a general like, oh, you know, I'm not very open until I get to know someone that well, then, you know, that's not too bad. I don't think full stop I'm a very, very mean and hurtful person when I'm intoxicated. Sorry. Oh, I don't drink full stop. I'm a very, very mean and hurtful person when I'm intoxicated. Ah, I see. Well, congrats on being able to, you know, hold back on the drinking. It takes great effort to fight the, temptation. I personally cannot imagine how hard it is, so kudos to you. You know what? I did say I'm just gonna clean that back and then stop, but fuck it. I'm gonna clean the whole thing. Right, let's... Wait, can I move the... Oh my god, I can move this? What? Yo! I can move the scaffolding? Shit! Holy crap! Oh my god, I didn't know I could do that. Yo! That is so cool. It is a bit unfortunate, I'd say, that sometimes drinking is the go-to activity for, like, socialization. Especially amongst men. You know, oh, let's go grab some drinks in the pub. Oh, let's go to the Servo, grab a few bottles. I guess it depends on personal, like, control and stuff. But, you know, it would be nice if people could just gather for some coffee or tea every now and then. Doesn't have to be alcohol. If we're not drinking to get drunk anyway, so, you know, why have it be alcohol? You know, maybe some fresh juice will be nice. In a cafe with an ocean view. We just talk about life in general. Doesn't have to be rowdy. I prefer the ambience and the vibes and, yeah, of just having a chill coffee and a chat. Coffee and a chat. Doesn't even need to have coffee, like just hanging out and chatting is fun enough. I remember when I visited my, like, one of my best mates, we've been friends for so long. I visited him recently, and I think the first 2 days we essentially just talked. I remember in day 2 or day 1, we essentially just, because I was staying at his place, so, you know, we both got up, we got dinner, sorry, not dinner, we got breakfast, and we were just chatting on the dining table. And then after chatting on the dining table, you know, we put away our dishes, of course, and then we just hung out near his, not garage, I guess it's a driveway. Yeah, we just hung out in his driveway. There was a shade, so it's fine. And yeah, we just sat there with our hot drinks and we were just chatting. We usually chat online, but we live far apart, so we're rarely together. But yeah, we pretty much just spent several hours sitting in at the driveway, just talking about everything. You know, just catching up on the things that happened. But then again, we regularly chat, so it's not like there's a lot to catch up on, because we're pretty caught up with each other. Yeah, like, you know, we met up, and it's like, it's as if we've always been within the same neighborhood, if that makes sense. It didn't seem like we've been separated by we've been separated from each other for a long time. You know what I mean? It's like resuming your conversation from just hanging out yesterday sort of deal. And yeah, we were just there, chatting for hours. We weren't even doing anything, just chatting, drinking our coffee. Even after we finished our coffee, we were just chatting. Yeah. What happened to people drinking tea at gatherings? Why is it always alcohol now? I'd never touched that poison. I know, right? I guess it's just maybe a culture thing. This is Australia, so drinking is a part of the culture. And I guess, you know, being back in the day, a lot of British Isles prisoners went here, and colonists from the British Isles, the Irish, the Scottish, the British. Cultures where drinking is already a major part. It's a big deal. Culture is hard to break. You know, old habits die hard, as they say. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm a prude who's absolutely against it, you know? I'm not gonna say, oh, we should prohibit alcohol for everyone, you know? I'm not like a prohibitionist. But, you know, like everything, it should be done in moderation. As they say, everything done in moderation. Damn, I did a better job cleaning the big shoe than the other house, honestly. Door frame! Surely this is the door they're speaking of. Done. Stairs. Done. Sheesh! Shoelaces. Window boxes. You mean this? Oh, yeah. The flower pots. You're clean. Wait, is that done? No, 4 out of 7. %. 5 out of 7, okay. Nice. Oh, no. Not yet. Oh, I see, okay. This little inside part. Nice. That sounded like take 5 for a bit. The initial part. But that can't be take 5, because it's a Nintendo playlist, not a Dave Brubeck playlist. Must be the other one. Wait, no. Oh, it's the last one, isn't it? Yeah, the drumming in this piece of music reminds me of Take 5. Kind of. It has very iconic drumming. The very first part of Take 5. And then ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba bum ba da bum ba ba da bum. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum down da dum down da da dum down. Very iconic. Got it. One more. Okay, it's not these 3. Got it. What? Did I get it? Oh, one more up there. Got it. Saw that. I think this is easier than the house because there are less corners. This is rounder. which makes it easier. The only corners being these little trims, which is easy enough to deal with. Speaking of, there's still a window to clean here. I don't understand. Where is the stain? Got it. I have no idea where that was, but I got it. Let's tackle each window first, and then go on. Shirley. And don't call me Shirley. I should really watch that movie, Airplanes. I think it seems really funny and my type of humor. But I've never seen it. Okay, maybe I should tackle this from the top. Oh. Oh, don't miss. Ah! Are you saying you're in Australia or referring to another chatter's residence? Since you use GMT time zone, I'd assume you're around the UK. I am in Australia, actually. I just use the GMT time zone simply because it's easier for conversion. People generally know their time zone. You know, it's like, oh, it's plus whatever or minus whatever. So, you know, I just go with the GMT. Oh, no! The movie Airplane's hilarious. You should watch it. I should. Ah, damn it, I fell. It's like a movie full of dad jokes and humor. And words and phrases and sentences taken literally, which I love. That's exactly my type of humor. Okay, window frames. Where? What do you mean? Surely you're done. Yeah, you're done. You did do the bling! It's none of these three. None of them are shining. Wait. Oh! Yeah, that window. Got it. One more, I swear to God. Where is it? That's very considerate of you, thinking about viewers. Of course, it's the least I can do. You know, the viewers are going out of their way to watch me, so the least I can do is make it a bit easier for them if they choose to do, you know, if they choose to watch me. Banister. What the hell is a banister? Sounds like an official noble title. Hear ye, hear ye. Now calling the royal banister of the House of Edmonton. Hear ye, hear ye. Boot walls. Okay, let's go deal with the chimney first. Ow. Oh. No fall damage. Why can't I just... do that? Can't. Oh, there's another floor. Ruh-roh. Whoop. Trying him out. Oh, magic tab button. Tell me what I need to clean. This is the only chimney that exists, though. Got it. Okay, now boot walls. Both walls. Wait. I'm trying to... Oh, I see. I see it. Okay. Grab the scaffolding. Wait, how do I rotate this? Awesome. Gameplay. Amazing. There you go. Nice. Boot walls. There's one more piece of wall somewhere. We need to look at walls and stuff, and tabs, and spam the tab button. Tab, tab, tab. This would be a fun gig to do in real life, honestly. It's a bit of a side gig. You know, maybe you're quite bored, you want to make a bit of extra cash, just, you know, power washing. If I owned a power washer, I would definitely do this. I just need to buy a car then to get around, because I don't have a car. Because I rarely go out anyway, so I don't need a car. The amount of times I go out does not justify the purchase of a car, or getting a car loan. And besides the car loan, I need to get car insurance if I do buy a car. And then there's fuel costs to take into account as well. People don't really tell you that, you know? That buying a car ain't just about buying a car. There's like associated costs with it. Like a subscription fee. If I were to buy a car though, I'd want to get a K-truck, a Japanese K-truck, or there was, I forgot the name of it. It was like, it looked like the Pope Mobile. It's a single passenger car, and the backside you can kind of ride it. It's a Japanese car. It's a Nissan Mira or something. Nissan Mira. Was it a Mira? No, not a Mira. Nissan single passenger car. No, it's fuck, I forgot the name of it. Standing. Nissan only driver's seat walk-in car. It's literally a walk-in car. If it escapes me right now. But there's a car that looks like a Pope Mobile, and you just walk in. It's a Nissan. It's pretty cool. What am I doing? Cleaning. See, this is like me when I clean in real life. Takes me hours, because I get distracted by my own thoughts. End up doing everything else except the cleaning. Actually, no. Cleaning is fine. The most difficult subcategory of cleaning, though, is unpacking. Packing is easy. Unpacking is hellishly difficult. Because the more you unpack, the more there is to just put back. And it just never ends. You think you're done putting everything back, and then, oh no, there's like more clutter around. And then it doesn't help that halfway through the unpacking, I get distracted by something else. Power washing seems to include lifting entire scaffolding and taking no fall damage. It's definitely a fun job. Exactly. Who needs knees? Who needs knee damage? That's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to spin that into a joke, but I couldn't think of anything, so oh well. Boot walls. If I could choose any car, I'd want a Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, a classic? That's cute. Volkswagen has done quite a few iconic cars, haven't they? I'm not much of a car person, really, so I only know very few cars. Sounds like you wouldn't like the puzzle game Unpacking. Oh, that's different. That's a puzzle game. Therefore, fun. And, you know, there's different levels. Therefore, instant gratification, which my brain likes. Where is the wall? I need to clean. Okay, we need to tab and observe. Nothing there. It doesn't help that it's flashing orange on a yellow wall. I don't see nothing. Wait, is that it? I literally do not know where it is. Christ. Okay, you know what? It'll be quicker if we just tackle each wall at a time. Okay, nothing there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Duh. I could just select. Nothing here. Nothing here, so it's here. Oh. Wait, where? Huh? What the Sigma? Where is it? Hold on. I have selected it. I have not. Wait, what? Wait, have I cleaned everything now? Boot walls. Oh, that's why I haven't selected it yet. Nothing here. The other side. Oh, found it! Got it! Woo! Let's go! Hello, our forest home puts the grot in the grotto. Haha, could you come again and give it a spring clean, please? You know, I never really heard the story of... wasn't there like a fairy tale or fable about a giant boot or something? I've never really heard that story. I'm unfamiliar with it. Anyways, cool. We have cleaned the shoe house. Nice. That's us cleaning. Let me just do the thing then. Boop. Nice. I call that a good day. All right, back to the main menu. Or I guess I'm just gonna quit. Boop, boop. Cool. Go to my just chatting screen. Ah, what a night! What a day! All right, cool. That has been PowerWash Simulator, aka just chatting and cleaning. It's been fun. I do miss. Sometimes I do feel like just talking. You know, just for the sake of talking, because, you know, it's nice. It's kind of calming and relaxing to just sometimes talk for no reason whatsoever. You know, to say your words and to verbalize your thoughts into the great nothingness. It's nice every once in a while. All right, so schedule. Let's see. Fuck, I don't remember where I put it. Oh, there it is. Right, let me browse my schedule. Boop, boop. Bloop. Hey, there it is. It's a bit too large. It's available in my Discord. I should put this in my YouTube channel as well. But tomorrow we're playing 2 games. Metal Gear Solid 5 at that time GMT. Except it'll be Friday GMT at that time. Hence the -1 day. And Final Fantasy VII, we shall continue our journey there at 8:30 GMT Saturday. So yeah, that is it for tonight. Hold on. Let me just check a few things. Beep, beep, beep. Let me just check some settings. Bloop. Making sure everything is working correctly and I didn't crash at some point. Cool, I did not at all. Okay, cool. That is it for tonight. Wonderful stream. You're always fun to talk with. I hope I make it to next year. Have a good day. Thank you. I know you're pretty much staying up late as well. So thank you for joining me and accompanying me and chatting with me. Thank you for all those who followed. And I shall see you all to the stream maybe tomorrow. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bye-bye. Wait, hold on. Bye-bye. Have a good night.